For in
You are
America.
literally a pacifist.
Shut up! Alright.
Can't
All
believe
right.
you tried to kill me.
I would never try and kill you.
Yeah, you did. You did yesterday. What the fuck?
You killed me!
Hey, you killed me first. It's called mutual.
I actually killed you twice.
Well, yesterday only once.
Oh, true. True. Actually, no, I killed you. Oh, no, you're right. Only once yesterday. GG to Horvath, by the way. For those that don't know. Alright. Are we ready?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Okay, well, hold on.
Aye, Captain.
Right, before we start, Lowell, how are you and how was your week?
Stressful week working on studio. Over this weekend I plan on studying for midterms. Was able to relax today and yesterday though.
Nice.
Not much else to say about it.
Nice. Well, Brooke, how are you and how was your week?
I'm okay. I wrote a big paper and then I used GothGF as a formal reference.
That's the best thing I saw this
I
week.
did, yeah.
That's very good.
I really did like that you were able to put the image in. I was happy about that.
I was, yeah, it meant a lot to me. My my teacher graded it. I got a high score in the class.
Nice.
Good.
I hope
And
he
his
didn't remove
comment
one
on-
point saying it was an
Yeah.
intrinsic need.
Yeah, he said GothGF is an intrinsic need. I was like, so true, Professor Anderson.
Facts.
So true, homie. So true.
So yeah, it was a pretty good week.
Nice. Horvath, how are you and how was your week?
I'm doing fine. Week's pretty chill. Next week's gonna be painful though. 3 exams. Let's fucking go.
Pain.
Then rocket launch next Saturday. So then
Not
that's what.
pain.
So yeah, that'll be fun. But that's why I'm gonna be busy Saturday though. So we have to do next week on Sunday. I'm launching a model rocket.
Oh, not like launch, like a school thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's more like it's not it's technically for like to get like a license.
I can't
basically.
wait when we're actually playing D&D in the future, and then Horvath actually talks about a rocket that's going to launch that he's worked on.
Yes.
So true.
Well, because everyone's like, oh, maybe it's one of the ones that I've got notified on my launch app. But I didn't get that one.
Emma
But
already
like,
thinks
maybe
that is our
launches
time.
are cool.
Nah.
Emma
Just
already thinks.
going with a bunch of friends to model
No,
launches.
we watch launches like all the time. You can go out and watch launch.
Yeah, launches happen. What in the actual fuck?
Launches
Hey,
happen like almost once a week here.
Oh, they're usually once.
They've been pretty frequent.
It's once a day almost. They're so frequent
Yeah,
now.
true.
Crazy. Emma, how are you and how was your week?
Remember last week when I said either it's gonna be a really great week or a really rough week?
Yeah.
Hey.
But I've been at Delilah's most of the week, and that has been very nice.
Oh, wonderful.
And I've gotten to play a little bit more Final Fantasy and read a little bit more of my book. So that is also nice.
Double yay.
Nice. All right.
How are your week?
My week was stressful, but I did go to my exams, so I am happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and I've been working hard. I had a very crazy work week Thursday though. I'm pretty sure I've told pretty much everyone here about the Russian immigrants. One of my coworkers coworkers' family members murdered. Yeah. It was crazy, but other than that it was good. I went last night. One of my coworkers, Glenn, insisted that I go and try a place called Domu, and oh my god, best chicken wing
Domu!
I ever had. Holy shit.
What? Chicken wings? You didn't go to the Domu. You don't mean the Domu ramen place. Wait, babe, what's the ramen place called? Is it Domu? I'm sure. Domu. Is that ramen? Is that the ramen place? You don't mean the Domu ramen place.
I think they also do ramen, but I had the chicken wings. It had a 2-hour wait.
Chicken wings?
Yeah, they have the best fried chicken wings I've ever had. It was like biting into a candy apple. Crisp. So good. So good.
Cool.
Anyway. And we still got to go to the Take a Sushi joint, Emma, Delilah.
Yes.
We got to do that. It's very good. And you will have to try the eel sauce, even though you didn't like it. Or you might not like it.
It's just
Eel sauce only.
Eel sauce
Eel
only.
sauce is thick.
Scoop and slurp.
It's a texture.
Anyway. All right. Are we good? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let me go ahead and play some music.
I
Again,
hope it's
a
happy
friendly
for
reminder that this is just a game.
Please stop
Why do you
saying that. I'm
keep
scared.
saying that?
Last session, the group
We
were
are aware.
the group were
not going
able
to
to
explain.
escape the plutocracy, and after doing so, they had begun their journal. I wrote journal. Their journey into the grove. After some
Too.
catch-ups and making sure everyone was all right, and talking. What the fuck did I write? Hold on.
Am I gonna be like Laura Bailey? Am I gonna get a nosebleed mid session? Is this?
After
Is this
some
what's happening?
Did you get a
catch-ups,
nosebleed in session?
She did. She
and
got so stressed.
making
Yeah.
sure. Okay, restarting.
Oh my god.
Okay, Noah, start now. Last session, the group were able to finally escape the plutocracy, and after doing so, they had begun their journey into the grove. After some catch-ups and making sure everyone was all right, and the talking of gifts and what to give gifts to others, Memento Mori dived deep into the grove, into the conglomerate, where they learned the true vast nature of its land. After taking in an account of the city, the group quickly headed northeastwards to the deep wood to retrieve the Stone of Altruism, and hopefully find Dwarius and Drain along the way. As they checked into the forest, the forest itself made it very clear it was not happy with their arrival. From children of the forest, skinwalkers, the group faced many trepidations and oddities as they made their travels. We ended it with them finding a merchant by the name of Yankovic, who dealt in trading information for goods, and I believe that's where we left it. With all that said, let's go ahead. Is there anything you guys would like to say to Yankovic? I should say.
Bye. Don't die. I love you.
Thanks so much, yeah.
Well,
Have a nice one. All right.
I don't know. What the
Is
fuck
there
that
anything
was.
you guys would like to say to one another before you continue on your journey?
I make everyone close.
Okay. Awesome.
Just make us close.
I can't
I mean,
believe we were all
last session
naked.
I traded for furs and cloth
Oh, that's right.
and masks.
Roll a d20.
Is me right? I do it.
Sure.
We'll just reset because I have no idea where we left off. You can roll me.
Okay.
Move and roll.
I want to make sure that like I'm not putting this on a course that's gonna like.
15. Your dice are very hard to read.
I can change it.
No. It's
That's not
cool
great
because it
side.
looks like ice. Roll a d4.
Nice.
God, I hope I get mugged.
I'm just so scared by. I'm so scared.
It's specifically the fact that you had to say that at the beginning of the session approximately
like
3 times.
As you're kind of walking through, I need to ask all of you, who among you looks the most huggable?
All right, I'm safe.
Arya.
Simon, Arya.
Arya. No, Simon has
Arya.
RBF. Simon. It has Arya.
If yeah, Nova had just English space too. All right.
Yeah, the two nothing people love RBF, so Arya definitely. That are like fucking Marlin.
Leah has RBF.
With that,
Liram has RBF.
Do they? I know most of them with it.
Actually, Liram doesn't really have RBF. Liram just looks tired.
That's
like
maybe
all
don't
the
want to
time.
give you a hug because you're so exhausted.
Oh, no.
Arya's the only one without resting bitch face, so.
Yeah.
Resting bitch face.
Or resting tired face.
as you guys are walking through, Arya would very suddenly, I would say, because she's usually in the middle, all of a sudden a tree would reach out and hug her. And coming out from the tree would be a dryad-like form. She would have, I would say, curly vined leaves, bright set of amber eyes, a wide smile, a short, I would say, fairly wide frame, and immediately just give Arya the biggest hug and the biggest smile. And Arya immediately screams as though she's been struck by the devil. Holy
Lyra would
God.
whip around.
You alright?
Yeah.
You did
Hi.
not ask for consent.
They look at you confused. They would speak in a language none of you understand.
Oh, fuck.
Bet? What language?
Maybe they did ask for consent.
Druidic.
Okay, never mind.
We
you have a
know
point.
certain phrases because of last session.
That's right. They would say, "What is consent?" Very confused.
Darling, do you know common?
They shake their head, kind of looking at you confused.
That's okay. They'd switch to undercommon. Do you know this?
They look at you confused.
They'd switch to primordial. Do you know this?
They shake their head no.
I tried Goblin. Do you know this?
She shakes her head no. Arya would try Elvish, and there would be a response.
Oh, come on! But what?
Yeah, you tried Undercommon.
Well, yeah, because that's...
I know Elvish. I can
It's
hear this
kind of like
conversation.
unexpected.
It's kind of like...
True.
Why, would she know
Why does
Elvish
half
and
this
not
party know
undercommon?
Elvish?
Why not?
But you'd say, in Elvish, she'd speak to you. Oh, I'm sorry. I just thought she looked like she needed a hug. And she looked very huggable. So I hugged her. Arya would say, you should ask permission before hugging. May I hug you? Sure. She just starts hugging Arya again.
Already hugging.
Any other reason you're here besides to hug?
Well, I live in this tree. I'm a dryad.
Ah. Well, pleasure meeting you. We should probably be on our way.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Bye.
And that would be it.
Okay, so that's how we roll 15. Good to know.
We should roll... Well, it's a 15 and then a 1 on a 1d4, so...
Oh, so 16. Alright,
Well,
so
no, I
I'm
think it's a one. I
rolling-
think we get a 15 and then we
It's
just
just
decide
15
what
and we...
dryad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I think we
So,
got a dryad last session too. So.
Yeah.
That's true. Alright, so I'm rolling now.
Yeah.
And Lowell moves.
Oh.
Oh,
Lowell
good.
move.
Oh.
Okay.
Move us where?
Hey, well, technically, when we
That's
rolled
my
a 20, it
s-
wasn't too good of a
That's
thing.
my second one. Oh my god.
Give me a second.
That's my second one for today, guys. This is not.
No, you're
This
fine.
is not going
No,
well.
it's valid. It's valid.
I'm scared.
I'm gonna...
Extremely scared.
Hey, listen. Well, when we got a
I really
20,
don't
we ran
like,
into a cultist,
this
so maybe
gap
we'll run into
of
Dwarius with a
shadow.
wand. Yeah, we just TP'd a bit.
I'm scared.
When aren't you scared?
I don't like that Noah's not saying anything.
Sam Reich,
Before.
the dude that's always hosting Game Changers and stuff, he is the CEO of College Humor and all that.
Yeah.
Right. So, you guys would be wandering through quite a little while. When you would begin to come upon something I would say a little unexpected. And also, I should not be playing this music. I should be playing Grove music.
I thought you were going to say I
Guys,
should
the
play
music
darker
matters.
music.
Guys, the
I
music
thought you were...
matters.
Yeah, I was like, oh, well...
Oh my god.
Boom, 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 boom. It's murder.
Where's Nova?
It's murder. Knocking at your door.
Knocking at our trees, actually. We're not in
Oh,
a
you're
house.
right.
Alright.
The only house I need is the great outdoors.
Oh,
No,
Oh,
I
good,
kind
there's
of want a
map.
roof.
Oh, there's a map.
OMG, you
Oh,
ditch.
I'm scared. I
us?
know now.
OMG, is this for
There's
me?
no map. I
well, there's
cannot.
going to be soon.
98%.
map? For me?
There's a,
98%?
is that a map for me?
Is just
A
for
A
me?
map? Oh, whoa.
Is
Oh,
just
whoa,
my
what's
ditch?
this?
Oh, whoa, what's this? A map?
I love the more we panic, the more cringe we get. Like, as a
Yeah.
collective group.
Joke's on you, I'm always cringe. That's my secret cap.
I would like to
Diesel,
project
whoa, what's this?
my
Don't there.
fear
Oh
into
my
the
god,
actual
it's a
contest.
banana.
Oh my god.
It
Oh.
is a banana.
Holy shit, a big banana
As you guys
fell.
are walking,
God.
you'd
We're gonna do
immediately
a Donkey
notice
Kong.
there is a ditch.
Oh, it's a
No.
hole. Okay, but we can we just go
Yeah, let's just go
around?
around.
I'm just gonna.
Or we can go even around up this way.
I roll
This way is
perception. Why is there
faster.
a ditch here? Like, it doesn't
Sure,
seem
roll
like
me
a
perception.
natural ditch. Yeah, that doesn't seem like a natural ditch. I don't trust that.
Have we run into ditches before, Noah?
You have.
11,
It's just
17.
abnormally large. Looking it
Yeah,
over,
it's-
Liram, you would notice this is a naturally occurring ditch. It's a it's a form of crack that may have occurred, whether it be a large root that has moved through, or maybe a deposition of clay or limestone that has sunken into the earth below ground. What you also notice, there's about, I would say, 30 orcs currently charging your direction, about 100 feet away at the moment.
What?
Yeah,
What?
so
I feel like that
would
should've
you
been
like to look
mentioned
up? Would you like to look
first.
up? Would everyone in the party like to look up for a moment? And yeah, we should probably. They are charging our direction.
What?
Oh,
Right,
God.
look up.
You
Simon,
have
up, left.
a round of preparation to do as you'd like, as there are around somewhere between 20 to 30 orcs currently
Does it
charging
look
your
like they're just
location.
heading towards
No,
the general
it seems
direction,
they
or, like,
definitely see
us?
you, and you definitely see them. They have their weapons drawn. They are screaming in Orcish,
Okay.
praising some kind of saying praise the sick tree, blood for the sick tree, long live the sick tree, as they
Blood
charge
for
to
the
you.
blood gods.
True.
Okay, cool.
Take a long rest.
I'm
That's
gonna
true.
hold an action to
Yeah.
do something really mean.
Can we run? We should run. We should run.
I can stop them too for a little bit.
Just for
That.
a bit.
How close do they need to be for you to do that?
120 feet away.
They're already 100 feet away, so you could do that now, and then we can. run.
Okay, sure.
So hold on,
Goodbye, everyone.
wait. Before you put that down, let me show you their grouping. How big is that radius?
Okay. 20 feet.
Okay. So I will reveal them. They're not currently on the map, but this is how they're spread.
Oh, they're right there.
So they're not on the map
They're
yet,
over
but this is
there.
no. They're coming from
This
north.
is the direction.
They're coming from north of you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought they were coming from. Oh shit! Oh no.
So this is their current spread. They're not this close to you now, but even still, Liram, you would be able to put the somatostatic where you'd like. So
An
I mean,
Auric cone of cold them.
they're still a bit of
They have to be
ways.
closer for that, though.
It's a 60-foot range, yeah.
It's just
And
60
they
foot,
were
yeah.
they were 100 foot, yeah.
Yeah, if,
Well,
it's
they
six,
said they
if
were-
they're 60 feet away, they're on top of us, basically.
Yeah, okay. I'll synoptic static them 1 second. Let me. Sorry, I consumed the spell slot, but let me not consume the spell slot. Measure template. I think the way to get most of them would be doing this.
Okay.
Because that guy's still on the outer rim.
Where the squares are is what's hitting.
Okay.
So you can
Oh,
if
okay.
you hit the ruler option on the left, you can go ahead and just slightly move it, and you can put it where you feel is
There it
best. Yeah.
is.
That's really good.
Yeah, there we go.
You could probably move it like 1 up 2 and get the other orc that you were trying to get originally. Like a little bit. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
That's right.
All right. Let me go ahead and
I
roll.
haven't mixed it, so the save is 19.
Is one of
Right.
these a Torvath on them? Oh no, that's just your cursor. I thought that was one of their names. I was
I-
so concerned.
I am orc.
Hey,
wow.
so
I'm
every
really
single one
sorry,
of them
y'all.
fail. So that's 25 damage. So I'm gonna say right now. Let me make sure I'm selecting all the right ones.
Nurtured one of yours.
Well, listen, they needed blood for the tree. We gave them blood for the
Give
tree.
them blood. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to make another splody.
Dos circle.
Okay, should we run that?
Let me
You
also
can do it
try-
again.
You would see all these orcs right here anyway. They would all fall dead.
Well, shit, sorry guys, I didn't mean to kill everyone.
Countless
Pop
all of them would fall dead, and then you'd see immediately all of them are just turning, run away, as
that
they
works. That works.
about half of them would fall dead just from a single attack. So
Sorry.
So we keep going?
Yeah.
guess so.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, they were trying to
And we're going to
that's a
try
good
to
tree.
kill us.
Yeah,
Self-defense.
it looked pretty hostile.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
the right play.
No, I think that was a really good call.
Do you
Let's
feel a
keep
bit
going.
bad?
Gods, that was fucking amazing.
Thanks.
That.
I was getting ready to do it again. I thought it.
You can do that again.
Yes, I can.
Leah's feeling a lot of feelings right now.
Banana.
Aaliyah's like,
One of them is
I'm
fear.
kind of scared, but also I'm into it.
Powerful.
All
right.
right, gonna keep walking away from them.
Well,
They're acting a little weird.
I usually just don't attack, so.
All right, Lowell rolls. I move now. Pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Mhm.
We.
I'm
Who
gonna
knows?
log
Maybe
with it.
I'll roll a 20 actually. And it'll
Actually, no,
actually be
I meant
good.
to go there. I moved to the wrong spot by accident.
Oh, right. We're moving around the tree.
13.
Yeah.
Kane.
13.
That's a lucky number.
Is it?
That's usually not, but okay.
Out of nowhere.
It has to be.
Who would be the first to notice this? I believe it's Marlon and
Marlon or
Lyra.
Always,
Lyra?
it's
Marlon
always
and
Marlon.
Lyra.
It's
It's
always
Marlon and
Marlon.
Lyra.
Marlon and Lyra, always.
Marlon would be the first, and then you, Lyra, would notice. And then the rest of you would as well. About 100 feet away, no, probably farther, around 300 feet away, Marlon would see something traveling about 100 feet a second.
Oh, good God.
A house in the sky with a strange kind of aura around it where the air seems still. Immediately, Marlon would say, "Everyone duck to cover now! Hide!"
I'll scoot you.
Yeah.
So,
Right, everyone roll stealth.
Leon and I are invisible.
Okay. Sure.
I'm invisible.
It's a touch spell, so I was just yeah.
I get disadvantage because of armor.
I would say because it's disadvantage from the sound because you're remaining still and trying to hide from the thing that's above. Because it is about maybe, I would say, 40, 50 feet above the ground. It's just a straight roll for you, Oscar. No worries. Okay. That's still pretty rough. With that, all of a sudden, in less than about, I would say, 20 seconds, the house is immediately over you and it stops. You would see the dirt kind of below it, the frame of the house, the roots from a nearby tree that were next to the house. The house itself was 2 stories tall. And immediately you would see any matter that would touch this kind of strange spherical air around the house. It looks like it instantly annihilates it. As in, the sphere touches an object, and as it moves through it, the object no longer exists. And you would see, and as it's kind of right above you, it's slowly spinning. And you hear the sound of a grandfather clock ticking away. It's there for about 30 seconds. And then at breakneck speed out of nowhere, immediately accelerating to 100 feet every 6 seconds, it's clearing through trees elsewhere. Running into a bird, and the bird is gone.
Moving away from us.
It's moving away from you.
Hey, Grandma, didn't she make that fucking clock?
She would come forward. I did not put it in a mansion. I remember exactly where I put it, and it would be far bigger than that small home. Likely a servant to it, or something that came in service to that clock that I made so long ago.
Put the clock.
Say again?
Where did you put the clock?
Why do you wish to know?
Just curious.
I put it under the point of chaos, an infinite energy source.
Of course you did. Okay, thank you for the
That's awesome.
information.
It's a thing.
That, the mansion would be gone. Marlon would say, "Okay. Can we press on?"
Sure.
Yeah.
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 Go ahead, roll a d20.
I get to roll now.
I'm moving.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guys, I got a
So,
2.
Wait, did Lowell get to move?
The well's moving.
The wall move you. When you rolled,
Oh.
Emma.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm moving.
You're moving.
Yeah, I
This
move
way, yeah?
when Horvath rolls, right?
No,
Horvath just rolls.
because I move when you roll the well.
Kind of.
Roll me a d4,
I moved before that.
Simon.
Did you move? Lowell, did you move in?
Okay, so the way we
Hmm.
normally do it is, I think, when Brooke rolls, Emma moves. When Emma
Whoever
rolls, Lowell
moves,
moves. When Lowell
whoever
rolls, I
moved,
move. When I roll, Brooke moves. That's how it's
whoever
been.
moved, that is the next one to roll.
Yes, that's how we've been doing it.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good.
Oh, yep. Then I moved.
Okay.
1 again.
Great.
Oh my god. We've had a 2 before, haven't we?
I think so.
I know 6 is the bad place.
I guess I could do. Hold on, give me a second.
So Simon's dead. Sorry, guys. I rolled a 2. And this is my fate.
I mean, 1 was a group thing. Maybe 2 is a group thing.
Well, maybe it's like odds or group things, evens or not. No, then again, no, 20 was a group thing last time. I mean, none of these have been like individual.
And
It's always just
6
been events.
6 was an individual. 6 was the Skinwalker thing trying to take Lyra.
As you guys wander through the forest, you would come across a very beautiful sight. The forest in this area is has a greater thicket, but there's a bit of a clearing, revealing a smooth pond and waterfall with a small cliff nearby that the water is sourced from. You would see as well there is a large sourcing of flowers, a huge kind of bush, large and beautiful, nearby, kind of next to the waterfall. That would be it.
Hi, this seems so bullshit. I'm casting detect magic.
Wasn't our plan just to, if we don't understand something, just walk away?
It's
Yeah,
just a pretty
If
sight.
we can't understand what's going on with it.
Appreciate
Yeah.
the view, but let's keep going.
Yeah.
Should we go around the pond? There's some stepping stones over the little river.
We should definitely not go over
How
the
don't
water.
you
Let's
Alright.
go around it.
into the wait,
I
the
agree with
flowers
Simon.
though.
You can go
Oh.
around the pond if you wish.
Can we go
Okay,
around
are
the
the
pond and not
flowers
into,
around the
like-
pond?
No,
We
no,
don't
no,
wanna
no.
go
They're
into the
next to the
flowers.
waterfall. The waterfall goes
Okay.
down, coming from the cliff. Then it goes into a little small river. Then it forms into a small pond nearby.
Oh, if my fantasy senses are tingling, there's a cave behind the waterfall. Oh my god. Don't go into okay. I'm not gonna do it.
That we need. Not a side quest that we need right now.
Not
We're
a
on a
side
time
quest we need.
crunch.
As
We're
you
on a time
I
crunch.
guys,
I detect magic is up for 10 minutes.
We can come back here together as an epilogue, okay? I promise.
as you guys are kind of walking, you immediately notice something slightly off.
Simon is dead.
No, you would see beginning to clamber away from the waterfall towards you all at a very slow pace, mind you. The flowers have uprooted themselves, revealing a horrible interior
Nope.
of skeletons
Nope.
and dead.
Nope.
Let's walk away faster.
We're running. We are moving.
With that,
Walk away
Yeah, because Simon
faster.
doesn't notice. Liam's like gently going to put a hand on his shoulder and kind of tug him and start backpedaling.
okay,
Well, we walk away faster.
We are
you guys
moving away at a brisk pace.
easily outpace the walking corpse flower as it would begin to follow you. That would be it.
The walking what?
Fuck you,
Corpse
outspeeds your
flower.
plants.
With that,
Corpse, please. We don't want to listen
Noah?
to you.
what's up?
Before we continue moving, should we have Arya check in with Darius to see if there have been any developments?
Sure. She would.
Update, Darius is missing.
And he would let you know immediately. She'd say, I've good news. He's out of the deep wood and he's at the tree with the Guardian, as well as with a lot of other adventurers.
Should we be headed toward the tree then?
Yes, he said to meet us there, or to meet him there.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Oscu would ask Marlin, do you want to ask about that friend of yours that you want to check in on?
I would, yeah. If you don't mind, Arya, expend another. Yeah, sure. All right. He's all good. Brain is a-okay. Well, thank God. All right. Then, things are looking up and up, right? We're doing pretty good.
Oh, don't say that. That
We
means
still
things are
got
going to
a
go
couple
downhill.
days before we get there.
Oh god, am I rolling?
Before you roll, as you
Oh
guys
god.
are resting in the night,
No.
Simon,
Uh-oh.
Hi, it's me.
as you are keeping watch with Nova,
Okay. We know how this one last time.
there is a light tap on your shoulder.
Yeah. What's up?
You would see it would be Cirrus.
Oh, what the?
Hello, Simon. Have you a
Hi.
moment?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
May we speak in private?
Sure. I mean, I don't know how private a conversation can be right now, but sure.
Follow
Can't really.
me.
We're kind of on watch right now. I'd rather just be here.
Nova, Liram, would you mind covering your ears and turning away for but a moment?
I'm offended that she knew I was listening.
You as well, Oscu.
Okay.
It seems this is the best privacy that we are able to afford this evening.
I'm sorry for not commending to the occasion.
No, it's quite all right. I'm happy that you're taking such cautious recompense. Now, Simon,
Yeah.
may I speak plainly with you?
Okay.
I have had thoughts, and I believe, if I may say that, I would like to provide you some of my insights. Are you
On
fine
what?
with this?
Sure. What is it about?
I feel as though you have the propensity to project feelings of ineptitude on yourself, as well as your ego is so fragile that you can't even take a joke at your own expense.
And what makes you feel that way? All right.
Well, a number of things, really. Have you ever heard of the saying, all in good fun?
No.
Well, some things are said in such a kind-hearted and light way that all in good fun when it comes to teasing or name-calling. Whether take, let's say, ass liquor, the joke wasn't even at your expense. But when you wrote about it, you said that it was. You
What do you mean?
felt as though you were the butt end of the joke.
Are you reading my journal?
Simon, I'm always with you.
What do you mean you're always with what?
There is more I wish to touch on if you will allow me.
Okay.
You accuse others of hypocrisy for interacting with what's around them in a manner that is cautious and wary. Yet when a strange light, distant light that is, cries to you, begging to be heard rather than even alerting others of what you are doing, you walk out to the dark towards it. The practice of hypocrisy is asking one to not do a thing and then doing said thing. I can understand your confusion, but the things they have done and the things you have done are astronomically different. Though I do not fault you too much for this, you are young. I ask you to take a breath and remember you are with friends. These people care for you. The thing you could at least do is provide them with respect, and if you do, they will provide you with theirs.
This is it. This all you wanted to talk about? invade my own personal mind and then talk to me about how I feel and how my emotions work. Is that it?
See, her face would turn into a slight grimace. I believe I've been quite cordial with you. Do you not agree? Or have you been the feeling that I've been disrespectful?
It's not that you're acting disrespectful, it's just the means in which you're conversing with me in getting your information in the first place is still a bit rude. Invading one's personal objects.
And yet you wear my object around your neck, as if it were your own. You may say you may never ask for it, but in fact you were provided it, and you had chosen to keep it. Kept it.
to keep it. I just don't want to. Do we really need to talk about this right now?
Yes, we do, Simon.
Because I understand how you feel, but your points aren't strong enough to convince me otherwise.
Convince you of what? What point do you think I'm trying to make to you?
Telling me I'm wrong, like everyone else.
Her grimacing face would begin to fall away. Her eyes turning to anger, to rage. A slow crown above her head would form, her hair more fiery. Very well then. I have attempted cordial proceedings, but seeing you cannot help but act like an indignant brat, you shall be treated as such. You are a child. That is the truth of it. You have yet to truly understand responsibility. The powers you have... Well, no. The powers you have were not earned, but given to you. You flip-flop from self-pity to your own self-righteousness. If it wasn't for your lack of childhood, I'd suspect you a spoiled brat, with how much you whine without having your way, how much you throw caution to the wind, and act on your own, not realizing those around you would quite literally die for you. You may have the powers granted to you by a god, but I know only one man weaker than you. For that reason, this will not belong to you from henceforth. And you would see she would snatch the stone of strength from you. You are unworthy to carry my strength, or any of the stones I've crafted, until you have proven you have the ability of patience, temperance, and humility. You will always be a child in my eyes, and treated as such until you prove me otherwise. Do you understand?
Okay.
Good. Take the stone, and she would keep it to herself. You may all uncover your ears now, and look about yourselves freely. With that, is there anything else you guys would wish to say to each other? That I would say, even though you guys covered your ears, Aaliyah, you would also waken up to that.
Okay. How much did she hear?
She heard
like, how
pretty...
much?
How much
Like,
did you
what
hear?
did...
I would say...
Like, what
I would say the conversation when she started talking to Simon about, like, in a very cordial way at first, like, though I do not feel you are at fault because you are young, you would awaken at her first rant, and you would have heard the entirety of her last.
I'm assuming Asku does as well.
Yeah, you all would. Also, I'm very sorry to say, Simon, you no longer possess the Stone of Strength. You lose a lot of health, and you lose your strength. Yeah.
Yeah, I
strength.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
That. Is there anything you guys?
I don't fucking know if we should say anything. Like, I don't know how to.
Everyone's afraid of Grandma Cirrus now. She said it spoke her mind.
Aaliyah's honest to God, she's just waking up and jaw dropped, and then kind of blinking, and her brain is now processing what was just said and is starting to go oh fuck. Can I grab the love stone that I have in my pouch?
Sure.
How much con did this stone give me again?
It gave you 4.
Okay, I just need to subtract properly.
So, and also you lose 20 HP.
I subtracted all the HP. Well, it also gave me 30 HP, so I subtracted.
Oh, it gave you 30? Oh wait, then it gave you 6
I had
con.
102. I had 102 before the stone. So
then it gave you 6 con then, not 4. That's my apologies.
Okay, you can probably just remove it from my inventory, I assume.
Yeah, I got you.
No, it gave 4. It gave 4 con.
It gave. He has tough.
Oh, it's a tough feat. There you go. That's it.
Yeah.
I got you.
Thank you.
Hey, Cirrus?
Yes, Aaliyah? How may I be of assistance to you?
What the fuck?
What's the matter?
Okay, when was the last time you've done a conversation like that?
It's been some time, but it felt good.
Yeah, I can tell. No, not. That's not supposed to feel good. Yeah, that's not the way you go about it.
If you had read what I have read from his journal, you likely would have done the same.
With less yelling.
Have you ever heard the term of tough love, Aaliyah?
Yeah.
I feel as though over the past many weeks and months, and for rightfully so, you have coddled young Simon.
Hey.
And it is rightfully so. He has gone through a lot. Quite a bit indeed. From Xander, from his parents, and I pity him. I do.
He's not a kid.
He is. You choose to ignore it, but that boy is a child. Do you deny that?
I do.
In what manner is he a man?
He fights alongside us. He's an ally in battle. I trust him with my life.
Fighting does not mean you are an adult. A child could flail a weapon and fight.
He doesn't flail.
I mean not to say he is not skilled in combat. He is skilled and has proven such. However, his attitude, his tirade, his ego, as fragile as it is equal to that of a child. He believed that he was being put in at the butt end of a joke when he was asked to call someone else ass-licker. What roundabout logic do you have to use to get there? Other than the most egregious self-pity I've ever known.
Or maybe he's just never interacted with other people before.
And that is exactly why he is a child. He is unknowledgeable in so many aspects. And that is okay. I am sure he will grow to be a fine young man, but he knows little. He's been flung into a world of violence against his whims, and he has done his best, and I admire how far he has come. But to see him anything more than a child? It is not right. And until he shows you respect, he should not be given respect. Is that not fair? So you mean to just tolerate his disrespect? To let him continue
Talk with him.
as you should.
I mean to talk with him on equal level.
Good.
Like how you talk with me.
Wonderful. I encourage you to make him into a man and someone who is worthy of himself. My apologies if my anger is unbecoming. Sadly, rage has taken up quite a bit of my mind.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Tell me, have you had fear now that I hold one of these stones? Be honest with me. I can take it.
Do I have fear?
Yes.
No.
Worry?
No, but I do think you should give it back to Laura.
You think I should give it back to whom?
Lyra.
I feel it fair then. So be it. Grandchild of mine?
What? Yes.
Here you are. Give it to who you see fit. Except Simon.
I'm gonna keep it not attuned to it.
Right? That she'd fade away, back into the stones.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing God on that one. No. I'm gonna just go back to staring at a wall. I'm
Okay.
gonna take over watch so that
Okay.
Simon doesn't have to do it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm working.
How
on
is
getting
Simon
something that's
looking right
not
now?
like me right now.
How is Simon looking right now? What's he doing?
I'm not sure.
Just gonna put a hand on his shoulder. Go to bed.
Definitely hurt, and just honestly keeping his distance right now. Just to think.
She's gonna tell him to go to bed. She's gonna take over watch.
Okay.
You're more to watch with Aaliyah so that Nova can do her Nova thing.
Nova would. I would say just be next to Simon, being there if he wishes to talk. Okay. There's nothing else anyone would like to say?
Not while the wound's still fresh, no.
Okay.
So we're gonna wait a healthy amount of time to address that.
Noel, were you saying something?
Yeah,
well.
were you wanting to say something?
Oh. Oscar sees that Lyra and Ellie have taken over the watch, right?
Yeah.
Oscar would just walk over and whisper to the two of them. Oh, what are we going to do about that?
I'm gonna stay by his side for the rest of this trip. Oscar, you can keep an eye on Liam for me.
I'm fine.
Oscar, you can keep an eye on Liam for me. She's just ignoring them. Like, not even looking at him.
Shut up. I'm just hoping that wasn't my fault.
I don't.
How could it be your fault?
This sounded.
Because-
I mean, did you tell Sirius to talk to him?
No, but I wrote verbatim. He probably calls me a hypocrite and hates me right now, and I don't know why or how that happened, but it's true. But as long as he's happy, I'm happy. She probably saw that I wrote that, got pissed off, and attacked him for whatever he wrote. Which, I mean, good for me
you
for
can talk to
predicting.
her about for telling her to not read people's shit like that.
That's true, but I am quite proud that I verbatim predicted what he was going to say.
Okay, that's
That's a whole different can of worms.
Okay, so I'm hearing that
I'll stay by his side, most likely with Nova, I'm sure. You keep an eye on Liam and the rest of them.
Liam, you know how to talk to Sirius. Can you talk to her about
I'm going to
Everything.
be honest, it was probably just the Rage Stone, and she probably got pissed off on my behalf. Just generally. Or Oscar's, but I mean, he's been a bit cold to all of us lately. She probably just got generally pissed off. And I understand that's fully because he's processing things, and he hasn't quite processed it fully yet because we still don't know everything, so he can't process it all. It's just kind of shitty situations that stacked up.
He's had no support until now. He doesn't have support. And the support he thought he had is then revealed as a lie to him.
Right.
Yeah, but being pretty angry too, and that was in his shoes. So,
God. I mean, hey, the Crown's a bloodline thing. That's cool. Didn't know that. Didn't know it came all the way from that. Learn something new every day. Good night.
We'll talk about this in the morning.
Yeah.
Morning would roll around. It's a less than peaceful night in the Grove. Is there anything you guys would like to say to each other in the morning? Also, Orveth, are you okay? I know you are okay, but if you can hear me.
Oh, he burbed.
he said BRB.
Yeah.
Okay.
ERP.
This is very valid. Wait. Well, did we wait for him? I feel it only fair before we continue because he has to
I'm
move the
waiting.
piece. Okay.
Yeah,
can wait.
I'm totally good waiting.
Is it? Oh, yeah, he is.
Yeah. Whoever would like to roll, you may roll.
No, I'll wait.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Whose
wait.
turn is it to
I
roll?
won't wait. It's my turn,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Wait, so when is it
Wait,
my
is
turn
that-
to move and roll?
You
based
move,
off
and then
that?
I roll, and then you roll, and I move.
Wait,
Okay,
which
Lowell,
Wait,
you?
no.
after you have moved, your next turn you will be rolling. Wait,
Yeah,
did
but
I
when
move?
when do I move?
Wait, I don't think Horvath is. I was getting ready to roll because I thought I was rolling
Wait,
next.
I was getting ready to roll. I thought I was rolling.
I'm pretty
Hey, this is
sure
going-
Brooke is rolling and Horvath is moving.
This is going
No,
to
if Brooke
sound
is rolling,
really
then I'm
bad.
moving.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
can
Emma
we
and I
like?
are always
Go
paired.
together.
Yeah,
see.
Emma and I are paired because Liam and Leah are
I
gay.
see. And what's up, Lowell?
In like the corner of this map, can we just write out the order that we do stuff so that we don't
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Yes,
mix it up
please.
again?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So we have.
There's a textual if it
No,
helps.
I'm gonna be a fucking gremlin, and I'm gonna write.
Do it. Be a gremlin.
I can't. My writing is gray. Nothing can be seen when I write. How do I change my color?
Just draw it in the forest that we in the bottom right corner that we never touching.
Okay. So, oh god, no, never mind. How do I make these go away? Wait, I know. I remember. I did it. Okay. No. Text. Let me just. What the fuck? Let me just fucking type. Why is it so complicated?
You need to double click it and then you can edit the text.
But it does this thing. What the fuck is this? Share your screen. Look at this shit. What the fuck is this shit? What the fuck is this? Really?
Just type it out.
Okay, I guess. Sure. Okay.
Let me delete the
So
other
we
ones.
have Brooke and Emma. The person on the left is fuck. I hate this. Okay. So we have no. So we have no.
You might need to make separate instances.
Yeah.
No, let's see what happens. So we have Brooke and then Emma. The person on the left is gonna be rolling. And then we have Emma and then who?
Lowell.
Who moves when I roll? Lowell? Okay. We have Lowell. And then we have Lowell and Horvath?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And then we have Horvath and Brooke. And then the cycle continues.
I see. Gotcha. No worry, I'll move this.
To fix it, but it's that. Centel. Roll. Move.
No help for you.
Me writing in my journal in this time, like for me knowing Sirius is reading it. Girl, be reasonable.
Okay. Please don't be shy. No, it's like we had dinner. Yeah, I know, but second dinner.
I'm gonna say that I don't think it's a good idea for me, but thank you. Okay. So where the fuck are we? I'm rolling. Okay, so we must be on Horvath and Brook then.
Yes.
Where you are moving and he is rolling.
I'm moving. I thought I just moved.
Okay, then you're if you because if you wait, no, that would still be correct. Wait, no, that wouldn't be oh fuck me. Wait.
We might need another token just for the counter.
Wait, if you just moved, then he just rolled. Yes, he did just roll because he was the one that rolled 2. So I am rolling. No, you are rolling.
Oh.
So I was right.
You were right. You are rolling.
Oh my god. I'm
good.
gonna scream.
Oh.
I'm gonna scream and yell like a little baby. Because I had /roll 1d20 typed this entire time. Like, since the corpse flower.
I remember saying, okay, am I gonna roll? And right before Noah said, well, wait before you roll, here's Sirius talk with Simon.
And now introducing Sirius.
Like, we made such a good system that makes sense, and it got so fucked somehow.
We're just bad at following a system. I think it's just gay brain. Bad with systems.
What if we roll all of our d20s at the beginning of the session?
It'd be so cursed, and I don't think we should do that. Because then we would just be anticipating something, you know?
Yeah. No, because now it's gotten, like, if we did that when we first started, maybe that would work, but now it's gotten to the point where we know enough numbers to where it's, like, a whole thing. Okay.
Basil.
What about? Are you back?
He's not back yet. Okay.
Emma?
Yeah.
Did Lana react to the video of the raccoon losing their cotton candy in the body of water?
Not recently, but she does react to that video quite often, and she hates it. She gets very upset.
Cotton candy, yeah.
She gets very upset about the raccoon with the cotton candy. And whenever she's like, we're gonna get a pet raccoon, and I'm like, yes, and I'm gonna give him cotton candy, and she goes, no! She just screams. She gets very upset.
He washy food, and he can't washy food.
So is it like an instinctual thing or like a learned thing that raccoons wash their food?
I've been texted by Horvath that he wishes for us to continue. He is currently in the bathroom. So, for now, we were going to do at least one roll or one move until we get back.
You are rolling.
Yes, until we get back to.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. I've moved.
9.
Okay, what's a new number?
9, okay.
A upside down 6. We're gonna get the opposite of the skinwalker.
Roll me a d20.
Again?
Oh wait, no, sorry. One. Wait, what was that?
9?
So roll a d20.
Give me 2 seconds. First, roll me a
Okay.
d20.
Another d20?
Yeah,
Okay.
What?
it'll make
I
sense.
like that.
All right.
Easy.
Now roll a
Ooh,
d4.
liberal.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm scared. Are you sending like a CR18 and 3 of them against
3.
us?
Okay. As you guys are going about, Marlon would ask you all to take a second.
He's gotta pee.
As he says, I think there's a fucking giant monkey losing it up north.
No, no, no.
Sorry,
How
that was probably not
big of
Lyrim. Lyrim, there's a giant monkey losing it up north.
Wait,
It's still
so
too much hope.
when you say giant, you mean how big of a monkey?
Oh, like huge, like 15 feet tall gorilla going ape
Gorilla.
shit. No pun
Quite
intended.
literally going
Okay,
ape
so
shit.
what I'm hearing is that we're supposed to go around and not towards.
I have the most ape shit plan. Hear me out. Could cast calm emotions on the monkey.
And that would achieve what
He wouldn't be
exactly?
upset
Let's
anymore.
just stealth away from the monkey. Let's just say fuck the monkey and sneak
But
away
I
from
could
him.
fix him.
Okay,
Does it
no.
have a tail?
No. We're sneaking away from the monkey.
It doesn't have a tail, then that's not.
It's an ape. So I think that means it doesn't have a tail. Let's fucking go. We'll stealth.
Ellie is
Stealth?
invisible.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
I can roll.
Oscu's
for
also invisible.
Whoa.
Normal.
Cast a 4th level. Oscu's also invisible.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
I can roll stealth for item. Oh my god.
Emma, calm
I'm
down.
a fucking god.
That should have been an advantage.
Makes up for the 2 nat
Well,
20s.
you know, let's take the 12.
It's okay. I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Yeah, you
We're
rolled 2
good.
nat 20s.
I gotta do the average for this. Give me a second. Let's see.
Nat 20s are 2 successes. I got 4 successes. They're not enough.
Oh, you're right. It is 2 successes. That's 4 successes. 1, 2, 3. Let me roll perception for the giant ape. Or let me look at his passive, because it would be his passive. His passive is 13. So that is 4 failures. Meaning I'm going to flip a coin, and that is going to determine if the giant ape spots you.
If
Okay.
it spots us, I'm holding my action to cast calm emotions on the ape.
I'm going to roll 1d2.
Okay.
Or who rolled this?
Me.
Right. On a 2, it spots you.
Debate.
On a 2, it spots you. On a 1, it doesn't. Roll a 1d2. 1, it does not spot you. 2, it does. Also, welcome back, Corbin. Okay.
I'm casting calm emotions on the monkey.
100 feet away, and we're gonna have to roll initiative.
Well, I'm holding my action to cast.
We rolled so good.
It's 4
I rolled a
successes and
6.
4 failures. So it's...
Marlon, I need you to get better at life.
You rolled a 2.
He's a fucking monk.
He rolled
There's a +8.
a 2. He did his best, and his best sadly was not enough. So give me a second.
I
As
don't know how to roll initiative.
this up. There we go. Perfect. Somewhat perfect. Never mind, this might not be as good as I intended.
Horvath, I rolled the nat 20 for you. My character gets to stand next to your character.
That. Let me put down the giant ape. That's about way.
It's only dreamed up by people in this game.
This would be the current situation. Funny enough, Aaliyah's the only one that would be able to see the monkey.
Loading.
Right. With that, I need everyone to roll me. Oh, as I fucked it up. Shit. I'm gonna need everyone to roll me initiative.
Gah. Gah. I was holding my action to calm emotions. The monkey.
You're still holding it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay. Jesus Christ, these nat 20s.
Oh shit, I gotta do.
Yeah, go for it, Aaliyah.
We all know that you're holding
No.
the calm emotions, right?
Yes, I
Okay.
think so. Liam said they said they were gonna.
Yeah, after the last one, Aaliyah lets Liam cast whatever the fuck they want to cast before any fight starts.
Simon.
Hold on. You guys in the middle of something important?
We're about to fight a monkey.
Okay, hold on. I need to say something. Why the fuck is Mort a twink?
What?
Who the fuck did that?
We were trying to explain to Horvath how people simp for animals.
Who drew them? Who drew the fucking penguins?
Babe, look at me in the eyes and tell me. Answer my question. Which fish is the one that people simp for in Finding Nemo?
Why are you simping for fish?
Why do you not know this answer?
I'm glad
It's
that
the
Delilah is
Thank you.
siding with Horvath.
Oh
Babe,
my
Is the
gosh.
striped one?
Yeah, it is good, you know.
Fucking fish
Even
fuckers.
you.
I'm calling you omega-3 fuckers.
Does.
My
It's
God.
the majority.
Omega-3
Huh.
fuckers.
Delilah so
That's a statement.
heated over fish. All right.
That is a statement.
Horvath, are you ready for your turn? Are you good?
I'm gonna need to know everything that just happened because I missed most of it, so I need context.
Monkey.
It's
Big
we
and it's fat.
we mostly just waited for you, and then we just and then I got the
Why is there
heard
a
you were from the
monkey?
bathroom, so
Big
then
monkey.
we rolled, and now there's a giant
Now
monkey,
there's
and
a
it has
monkey.
spotted you, and he is about to go ape shit.
Also,
Yeah, but
Horvath, most of the time you're gone, we talked about how the fuck our order goes for rolling and moving.
Yeah.
So when we go back to the growth map, it's in the bottom right hand corner.
Yeah, and
Oh,
also
okay.
Liam's going to calm emotion the monkey once it's within 60 feet, so hopefully it should be fine. They're holding their action to calm emotions the monkey, and they said
Okay.
that.
And
Okay.
if that doesn't work, we're fucking running.
We're running from the monkey.
Simon doesn't do anything then. End of turn.
Okay.
You can prepare a dash action for just running.
Oh yeah, I guess I can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Simon prepares to start schmoovin'.
Yeah.
What is Oscar doing?
I guess preparing a dash action in case this doesn't work, since we're just running if we can't calm down the monkey.
Let me do my best gorilla.
Oh my god.
Oh god, he's
Good
coming.
gorilla.
Here
Mr.
comes that.
Gorilla, please.
Oh lord,
Who's
he
that?
coming.
Oh lord, he coming!
Who's
Lord,
that
he-
great ape?
Is he gonna?
Five.
You need to come closer.
With that,
Sir, like one step closer, please.
can't go any.
Can he
No,
What do you-
gas?
He, because this is what he would. How far are you guys?
I swear, is he gonna throw a tree at us?
65 feet because he need to be one
He-
step closer.
He can move one
Let me
step
flip a coin. On a 1, he dashes. On a 2, he does something else.
Oh god. He
Oh,
dashes.
God.
Come here, baby
The
boy.
monkey charges you.
Oh no.
Come, it's okay. Come here, sweet boy. Come. Let me. You're okay.
So,
19.
To be charmed or frightened when the spell ends. You can choose to fail if a creature fails. Does it not have advantage? Even though it's hostile?
It should.
Alternatively, you can make a target indifferent about creatures of your choice that is hostile towards you. This indifference ends if it is attacked or harmed by the spell. Okay.
Technically.
Okay.
Oh.
The monkey would stop.
The monkey.
Oh.
Bye. I love you.
Lirim, did it work?
Yeah, he's fine.
Oh.
Time to leave.
And we are leaving. Okay.
Oh, boy. Love you. Bye.
Time to go.
That. Go ahead and move and roll another d20.
I am rolling.
And I am
I'll
moving.
just say it
No,
like,
you're not. No, Lowell is moving.
Lowell is moving.
yay, I'm moving.
They also made
Okay,
a little
we are
table
on
at the bottom.
phase 2 of the. We might need another token
fine,
so that
it's
we can
fine.
keep track of this. God damn it.
Oh my god, we already got that. Can we re-roll? I already massacred a bunch of orcs. I don't want to do it again.
Roll another d20. If it's a 1 again, you get a free move.
Okay, do I move now?
You can move now.
You move, but something happens. Roll me a
Or
d2.
Okay. Also, can Oscar just say
2.
Okay. With that, you guys, as you travel through the hills and valleys, you would see a grouping of turtle people.
Yo.
All with different painted shells and back. They're kind of in a clearing and they're slowly making their way southeast.
I don't see a reason to fuck with them.
we just leave them?
I just
Yeah.
chill.
They're not attacking us, and they're also not approaching us. So yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, you continue on. Move and roll another d20.
Okay, hang on.
I am moving.
Wait, no.
No, I'm not moving. Horvath
I
is
roll,
moving.
Horvath moves. Okay, Horvath move.
System
And
you
I
guys
roll. This is why we have the table.
All right.
God damn it.
All right,
Do I
reroll.
re-roll?
And if it's on a 1 again, it's
11.
2 1s instead.
You would see a large clearing. Atop it would be a set of white rocks of sorts. Do you go around the clearing or do you go through it?
It's there's white rocks in a circle.
There are white rocks at the top of a hill, and the hill is a clearing. There's no forest or anything.
I don't trust that.
No.
I don't either.
We go around that.
Okay.
No.
I believe Horvath, you roll and
Oh, thank God.
moves.
Who's moving? Lois moving. Yes.
Noah has put
You're
so much.
moving.
You're moving.
Okay, I'll do that.
Noah's put so much thought into all of these encounters, and we're just avoiding all of them.
Listen, it was real bad that we started with like the really scary shit, and now we're
know
terrified.
which side of
We're
the
going
tree he's
around
on?
the tree.
But he's
No,
at
we're
the
going
tree.
to the tree.
Going to the tree? I thought we were going around the tree.
Grace is at the tree. We got
We can
ascending.
check
He's
in.
at the tree.
Can we have Arya check in with Darius again?
He's
See
at the
how
tree.
they're doing.
So, wait, should I go this way or should I go this way? Which part of the tree is he at? This big tree.
He would express there is a clearing around the tree.
This is a big tree.
The fastest location to the tree. The closest way to the tree. Yeah.
This way?
With that, Simon, you would spot a fox. Very oddly in this tropical jungle. And it'd be staring at you.
He's just ignoring it.
Okay. Eventually, you would all spot this fox, and the fox is trailing Simon. The small orange fox, white tail.
Detect magic.
you would sense there is magic. You would immediately sense that the magic itself would be. Let me pull up what type of magic it is. It would be a transmutation type of magic.
Here.
Liam would just look over at it. Would you like to assume your true form, or...?
Fox would tilt it head at you. What do you mean true form? Quite confused by that.
Oh. Oh, never mind. Sorry. Making assumptions. Magic. Terribly sorry to ask this, but why are you following?
Well, I was just making my way through and saw that fella and looks right down, so thought I was gonna ask him why. But a lot of people around, so figured it'd be best to just follow you and wait for when you were, still.
Alone and vulnerable.
No, I'm not a fucking skinwalker.
Okay. I suppose it's entirely up to Simon if he'd like to have a discussion or not, but we'll probably make camp come nightfall. So we're going to be walking quite a bit longer.
It's alright. I walk all day.
Okay.
Any of you got some mouse on you, or maybe a rabbit?
I think we bought meat from the
You did,
guy,
yeah.
so we do have meat. I'll give her some meat. Yeah.
Start just chewing on a raw rabbit, like thanks. Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Alright. He'd follow you to camp.
No.
No?
Can I insight her?
I'm a him.
Like it's a. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Could I insight him?
You may.
Thank you. I don't know why we're saying this
Wait.
out loud. Oh my, does he know I'm
Wait a
here?
minute.
Does he know
See
I'm
if
here?
you're lying.
Yeah,
you
wait, like,
can.
does he know I'm here? Like, what's happening? Sir, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't know. This is what I get for
omniscient
misgendering
is
the fox.
Foxes sure are foxy.
I have the most gender character and I misgendered the fox, so I
Foxy
just
wasn't
deserve to
the
be
word you were
shot.
going for there, Noah.
It seems like a fox.
How long is what?
Foxy was the word you were going for.
True.
Oh no. Okay, you know what? Yeah, it's sure. I mean, he's a fox.
No, if Aaliyah's seeing something from the grove following us, she's gonna go, no.
Well, I thought I just talked with that one, and they said I could follow you to camp, so...
Which one?
Theorem.
Oscar, I
What?
told you to stay near them.
I said it's entirely up to Simon if Simon would like to have a conversation or not.
Why do you want to have a conversation with Simon?
He looks down.
Well, actually.
Wanted to
I
know
don't
why.
know. He's fox shaped. It's nice.
And ask you inside.
Sure. Well, it's a fox.
Yeah,
my
it's fox.
God.
Holy
Oscar
shit,
and
it's
Liam
a
shaking hands.
fox.
You know what? You know what?
No, hold on a second.
Oh my god, Aaliyah!
Pop off?
Just say it's a fox.
It's a fox.
He is being honest in that he is genuinely interested in seeing why he is sad. The fox, there is definitely more to this fox than meets the eye. You are immediately picking that up.
You're
But
not
you're
a normal fox.
Do normal foxes talk?
No.
Oh, wow. Quick on the
that
upkeep.
aside.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
He thinks a second. Call me Swin.
No swindling.
Ah, you picked up on it.
Are you going to swindle us of something?
No.
Oops.
I'm not going to steal a
he
thing.
He wants to talk with Simon.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna look at Simon and just shrug. He wants to talk with you, like just genuinely. What? he hopes to come from that. I can't tell if that's as genuine as he's trying to make it sound.
So I'm just gonna shake their head no.
There's your answer.
Well, damn. Let me know if you change your mind. I'll be around. And we'll rush back into the woods. That'd be it.
Well, that happened.
You know, every day that we stay in here, I think can't get any stranger, and then it does.
Mm-hmm.
Truly.
No, quick question.
What's up?
Each time we move the token, that's a day, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It has currently been around
We've been in here for weeks.
3 days since the event of Cirrus,
Yeah.
and it's been about well
18.
over 18
Number
days.
2.
Probably more.
Yeah. 19 days because we took a roundabout way.
Because you went here,
Oh my god.
then you went like this, then
Yeah.
you went to here, then you went around this, then you went to
And
here.
on our feet.
Went around 22
So
days.
it's like almost a month.
Jesus fuck. Okay. Like
Dear
Lord of the
Leave and
Rings.
Nydia, I'm really
Mhm.
sorry.
Everyone, wonder where they went.
We have like no
They
cell
have
service here.
sanding and we have sending stones.
They
Why
would've-
not?
We have no cell service here.
We don't have sending stones to we don't have sending stones to a lot of people because some people crushed them in their hand.
Listen.
That's not
It
you.
was cool.
No,
I did.
no, that was sick. That was sick. I'm talking about when Nydia broke the sending stone and his arm.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
That too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it gave us the inspiration that Aaliyah might be able to do it.
That's true. So I just moved.
Oh, okay, so I'm rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
6.
Wait, crap.
Uh-oh.
Isn't there format rolls? Wait.
No, when Brooke moves, I roll. That's always...
I
Wait,
just rolled
no,
before
Wait.
this.
shit.
I just
Wait.
rolled before this.
Yeah. And
Yeah, Brooke
Horvath.
should have rolled.
Yeah, Brooke should have rolled there.
Brooke, you
Yeah.
roll.
It's okay. I was like, okay.
What is happening?
I thought you said I just moved as in you just moved, like, right now.
We already got it too.
Roll me a d4.
2.
As you guys would kind of make your way, you'd come across what looks to be a thicket of trees, almost like a wall of trees that would turn into a tunnel. You could take a long way around, which would take about an extra day to get around it, or you could walk through the tunnel.
Let's go around it.
All right, an extra day of
Okay.
Like,
travel.
is everyone good with going around it?
Yeah, I don't trust
Okay.
that shit.
Do we
With that-
see inside the tunnel?
Oops, I didn't mean to move you. You would, and it is completely pitch black.
Yeah,
No.
fuck
Yeah,
that.
around.
No.
Right.
Even for the dark vision people?
No, it's not pitch black for the dark vision people.
Oh, okay.
It's just no
Okay,
light.
less scary, but
within
still
the
kind of
tunnels.
scary.
Yeah, I just don't trust like that, so no.
Right. With that, then, you do not move this go around. You simply roll.
Okay.
Who
Okay, so
rolls?
now do I roll?
Yes, you now roll, Emma.
Do you want to use the 6 from before?
No.
No, the 19 slaps.
19.
Have we rolled a
One,
nat 20 yet?
2.
We once and it was Iron Rose, but I want
Yeah.
to roll an at 20 again really badly.
Roll me a d4. And again, you're not moving yourself on the map.
2.
Very suddenly, flying overhead loudly, would be an airship. It's to be some kind of transport airship, and you would see it heading from, I would say, the north southwards. It has giant sets of balloons, a thick clearing of smoke, and it's flying really low to the tree line. You could see the occasional branch be hit by it. But that would be it.
Are there any like indicative markings on the ship? A name
Yeah.
painted on the side?
It is part of the
logo.
Welders Foundation. You would see.
Oh no, it's the plutocracy. Okay. Yep.
You would see. It's clearly some kind of transport ship, and from the looks of it, they had a full set of supply. Actually, no, it wouldn't be a full set of supplies. They looked to be flying low to the ground, as well as they didn't look like they were carrying anything. So it looks like maybe they're coming down here to steal stuff or to mine trees. You're not sure.
I don't think we can really do anything about that.
I mean,
Would
the
you
welders?
shoot it out of the sky?
Would I shoot it out of the sky? I could.
Would you?
Yes.
It's good to know.
Why are you asking?
I don't know. I just feel like that. I guess shooting out of the sky will make it cause even more damage to the grove.
I mean, I've done this before, haven't I?
I don't want to piss anything off the grove if we shoot it down.
Yes, but if you shoot it down and it crashes into the grove, that causes a lot more problems.
I could gently deflate one of the balloons.
Still feel like that might cause problems.
Yeah, that's fair.
It would probably just take more to try and fix the balloon properly.
That's fair. Weren't the welders one of the okay ones? I can't remember.
Ask you looks to Marlin.
Oh, what? Say again?
The welders, weren't they one of the, like, the not
Yeah,
terrible
they're one of the
ones?
big three. They're still bad.
Are they? They're still bad. Oh,
Yeah,
I want
yeah,
to
yeah.
So I want to get it then.
Next time.
I mean, I could shoot it out of the sky.
Don't. Plus, we don't attract attention to ourselves when we're moving towards
Yeah,
the
I'm
big
sure the
hill.
grove wouldn't appreciate. You know, it's just tree and not tree, but an explosion of shit. But maybe they'd. I don't know. I don't know how the groves will. So.
Oh.
I feel like if they wanted the ship to explode, they would figure out a way to do it
They would
themselves.
do it, yeah.
Oh yeah, could you sending Iron Rose and tell them where they are?
I mean, I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I'm
I
sorry. I thought you. I heard Leah.
No.
No, I did not have Leah to cast Ascending.
I won't be able to
Sure.
do that.
Yeah. Should go ahead, cast Sending.
Leah thinks really hard.
Aaliyah tries to do math.
Leah tries to do math.
Yeah. I got no response, so whether that's her being her or it actually went through, I don't know.
Probably her being her, but let's continue on regardless.
Okay.
Do we
I
have,
think I just was meant to die.
do we have a night, Noah?
Hmm?
Do we have a night?
A night?
Yeah.
What
a
do you?
camp.
Yes, you do. Yeah, of course.
Leah wants to check in on Simon.
Okay. That night would come. When and how would you? How you would approach him?
Like before they're going to bed, kind of thing. When she can just find a moment where he's removed himself, as usual.
Okay.
You want to take first watch with me?
No. I'll just make it worse.
How?
I just know I will.
And how is this? And she gestures to the distance between him and the camp as everyone's setting up, making it better.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Ask. Someone else knows. They can tell you. Or you can watch. Piece it together.
You'd probably make a better use of your time just watching with Flareum. You'd probably have more fun doing that anyways.
I'll watch with you tonight.
I know no matter what I say, I'm not going to change your mind.
See? Already learning.
Let's just get this over with.
Simon.
What?
I'm not going to force you to say anything. However you want to deal with your shit, you deal with it, but if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling confused, I think I can get that. I think a lot of people here can get that in our own ways. So don't be afraid to talk to us about it. We help each other, we support each other, all of us. Removing yourself like this, trust me, it is going to make it worse.
If I found a way to make things worse than it already is, it'd be impressive.
You'd be surprised. At your pace, okay?
Okay.
She's gonna go and take a seat.
Go take a seat too.
Unless he talks to her for the rest of the watch, she's just quiet.
He's not talking.
They both can't see shit.
Awesome.
I mean, he has night vision. He can see.
You do have dark vision. Okay, cool. Good. I'm like, man, there is a reason why Leah's always partnered with a night vision person, though.
I would say Nova would speak up. She is usually silent. He'd whisper to you, Simon. Is it okay if you talk to me about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Is it okay if I say something about Cirrus?
You can say whatever you want.
I think she's an old bitch. I think she doesn't know anything about what strength is. Talks about, she said, given power, she was born with it. As a sorcerer. Talk about hypocritical, right?
I'm not gonna badmouth her.
Why not?
Because not everything she said was wrong.
Simon, you're strong as hell. Strong as hell. You're not self-righteous. I know at times you can be down on yourself. You're beginning to learn yourself up by the bootstraps.
I should focus on watch. Get some rest, okay?
Simon, I have the ability to know what's usually in the dark or fine. Usually.
Just get rest, okay?
I don't need to rest. You know this. Listen, if you don't want me to push anymore, I want to talk to you about this at some point before we're out of here, okay?
There's nothing else that needs to be talked about.
That's not true, but okay. Just to speak of it, we don't have to. Okay. That would be it for the night. Go ahead and move and roll.
I don't know whose turn it is.
We rolled the 19.
Who
Was
rolled
that
it?
me? That was me.
So it is.
So Lowell's rolling.
Lowell is rolling. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think I move then, right?
Yeah. Wait. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
All right, Lowell, go ahead and roll. 8.
Oh no.
Why do you go, oh no?
I don't know. It's a new number.
Yeah, it's a new number, right? I'm scared.
Pretty sure it is.
you would see struggling to hold on to, I would say, the side of a branch. I would say a sloth. The branch it is on is about to break. It's about to fall about maybe 40 feet to its immediate death. Do you all wish to intervene?
How can we?
I think Baron has chosen intervention.
Lyrim, you are muted.
I've been saying baby is fine. He's fine this entire time. I go, baby here. Baby is here now. Baby's fine.
The baby is on the floor, or wherever you wanted him.
Yeah, he is gently on whatever looks like very comfortable grass.
Okay. With that, very suddenly, a stick falls. The very stick the sloth was about to fall from. Although when it falls, you would see it would catch moss and vine along the way down, and when it reaches the ground, it does not fall to its side, but lands fiercely, standing tall into the ground. Now a staff of moss and vine.
I don't think trees usually do that.
We know it's magic.
Well, I want to know what type.
This
That shit ain't normal.
This magic is not of a certain school, but immediately you feel it comes from all around you. The grass, the vines, the trees, the moss themselves, and they are flowing into this staff.
Lyrim, is it safe for us
It's
to...
very magical.
Yeah, I think we got that.
Yeah, I can't really get a vibe on it.
It's just magic.
It's very magical.
Where'd the baby go again? I missed that.
The
oh.
baby's on grass.
Is the
we
baby
have...
real?
Yes, he's real. He's currently
Okay.
trying to climb up into another tree.
Oh,
Okay.
baby.
Do we help them?
We just ignore that and we just boost him.
No.
Okay.
What's up?
Is it bad?
We
that I
haven't
wanna pick
mixes with us, do we?
You do.
We do, yeah.
Is it bad that I want to pick up? It's really bad. I don't.
It's
wanna
not.
pick-
No, I mean, if you.
really
I
don't
can tell you
want
the
to.
essence of growth is being concentrated into the staff.
What does that mean?
It's got growth magic in it.
Can I pick it
What
up?
does that mean?
It means it's got forest magic in it.
Forest
So
magic?
what's it mean it's gonna do to us?
It's not going to do anything to you.
So we can touch it?
I want to touch it.
It's a gift from the fucking forest.
Oh.
It's
You
because we.
first can give us gifts?
See, look at this. Positive reinforcement for helping. Love that for us.
Yeah, they also get positive reinforcement for being eaten alive by shit, so.
That's true.
Do you take the staff?
See, I
When
don't like the way you
seems
said
like
that.
I don't see like.
Does the staff
The
seem like
room
it's
is
done?
mostly empty.
Is the staff done? Like,
Yeah, it's done.
Okay.
Oscar starts walking towards it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Who grabs it?
Oscar
Oscar
said he
looks-
was walking toward it first, so probably Oscar.
Oscar looks towards Lyra and like, I feel like I should touch it first. If it's
just-
dangerous, then I
That
won't
seems
die
like a
immediately.
bad idea no matter what. I'm just saying.
At Mixes, will this be okay?
Yes. Trust me.
Nixus, what do you know?
I was
There's
here
a
at the
war.
dawn of the
Dungeon,
creation
you
of
were
this
in a
world.
Dungeon for how long? Shit.
Yeah.
While those two are arguing, Oscar gets the staff.
The staff lets you guys reroll the d20 for the events once a day.
Oh,
And once
Oh my God.
once it's used, it's destroyed.
fuck yeah.
Okay,
cool.
that's so good.
But we already know what the nat one is, so like,
What
is
about
it
the
worth
nat
it?
20?
I want a nat 20
I
so
kind of
bad.
want to see where that 20 is, though.
Yeah, because we got Iron Rose, but that can't
Well,
happen
one
twice.
of them's Skinwalker, so.
Yeah,
You
we
were-
can re-roll
It's
Skinwalker
either
if we get it.
6 or 16.
It's 6.
Was it 6?
Six.
It is
It's
6.
6.
That.
Watch Skinwalker.
The
be
staff
like,
of the
"Oh."
Traveler provided to you all. Go ahead and roll. Roll a move.
Okay,
Okay.
I rolled, so that means now.
Horvath rolls.
Horvath is
rolls.
rolling. Brooke is moving.
I am moving. Bump. We're almost there, guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Thank you.
Horvath is the MVP.
Facts.
Ask and ye shall receive.
This is a friendly reminder to everyone that this is a game.
Oh
What?
god, what? Not again. What?
As you walk through the forest,
Oh no.
in front of you, the people in the back would not see it. So Marlon, Oscu, I would say, the people that would see it would be Simon, Liram, Aaliyah, and Arya.
Okay.
You guys would be the first to spot it. You would see a woman. You would see she is clearly a wood elf. She stands
Oh,
almost
shit.
shocked, staring.
Shit.
Oh,
Tears
no.
welding in her
Oh,
eyes.
Oh no, 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 no. Oh
You
no.
guys,
Oh no.
you guys, friendly
We
reminder,
don't know her.
don't
don't
know
know.
We don't
what
know
she
her.
looks like
We don't know what
or
she
who
looks
this
like.
person is.
That's just a pretty lady.
That's the pretty
That's a
lady.
pretty
Just
wood
a
elf
pretty
who
lady.
is experiencing a lot of emotions.
Oscar doesn't fucking see her. I mean,
Oscar doesn't see
Oscu,
it.
as everyone would stop seeing this woman, you turn a corner well with Marlon, and you would see her as well. And you'd see she's about 30 feet away, just staring in almost shock, disbelief, and a look of anger in her eyes.
Hey, you okay?
Why are you here?
I don't know this one. Do
What-
you know this one?
She starts walking towards you very angrily.
Whoa, hey.
She doesn't have any of her
Hey.
weapons drawn. Her short sword's at her side.
Hey,
Hey.
Longbow's on her back.
we are
okay.
traveling.
We don't know you.
She points specifically at Oscu. Why are you here?
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. Hey. No. Leah's gonna kind of like shift between.
If I meant to kill him, he'd be dead.
Leah,
Move.
Who's out of the way?
you don't have to get involved, Leah.
She just look at you, Oscu, in awe, disbelief, and anger. Why are you here?
I'm sorry, we were just going to help some people get out of the grove.
So you're done chopping heads? Back to being an adventurer like it was nothing? Are you kidding me? Why? Because it felt right now?
It's been 100 years.
For you, that may feel like a long time, but for me, not so much. I watched them age. We searched for you for decades, and they died looking for you. And you were so afraid because we wouldn't. You thought that we wouldn't care about you? That we wouldn't accept you or try and help you? We thought you were fucking controlled by him. Why? Why are you here? See, she just fall to her knees crying. Why?
I'm sorry. I don't have any answers. Oscar just goes down into her. I don't know how to make it up to you. If you want, I can just leave.
Know this. I forgive you for leaving. The things I don't forgive you for. Not being there for Thea. For not showing yourself to us. Because of your fear. Your fear was the reason we never knew where you were. We searched everywhere for you for years. The man that loved you died to free you. But you were already free. That I do not forgive you. And I never will. Slowly stand on her own. I know none of you. But I say this to you. May he not abandon you like he did us. Goodbye. She walks off.
Liam catches her wrist.
He looks at you with rage. What?
I just want to say a few words.
I know nothing of you, and I care not to know a single thing about you.
Perfect, it's not about me.
If he is a better person, then good. I'm happy for it. But there are some things in life.
He was forced, you know. He didn't know what he was getting into. He didn't necessarily agree to it.
He didn't know whether or not we'd accept him.
No. He didn't.
He hid for decades.
Because he thought he was protecting you.
From what?
Do you understand what happens when a lich does not consume souls?
We do. I do.
So you understand that had he gone without them, he perhaps would have been afraid that he'd resort to killing those around him.
We were comrades! In arms! For years! We killed together! We fought together! We did everything together!
And yet you do not try to consider his perspective for a moment, do you?
I have considered his perspective for over 100 fucking years. If you wish me to forgive him, you are out of your mind. I will see no more of this madness. I wish him well. I wish him so well.
He never forgot any of you. Just know that.
I knew that when I saw his tears.
Then know that he'll carry you even after you walk away now.
So be it. And I wish to say this to you, my comrade. One last thing. I am sorry for the dream. I regret it now. I mean, not to have caused you pain and anguish. I merely wanted you to know the truth and the actions, the consequences of your actions. That's it. It was wrong of me to make a deal with that man. And for that, I will never forgive myself for.
What deal did you make with him?
One that was not worth it. In the slightest. I wish you well, comrade. And I would say, very oddly, she'd rush back to you and give you a hug, crying, looking up at you, then pull away and quickly again try and run. Be off. Marlon, what else?
Bosco just stands there silently.
Are you okay?
Malia walks up and gives him a pat on the shoulder. You will be.
I need a lot of time alone.
Be here for you. With that, we're gonna take a 10-minute break.
We each get a nat 20 character. I get it.
I
now.
know who. Oh no.
We each get a
Never
nat 20
mind.
character.
I don't want a nat 20 anymore.
I'll be right back. I gotta use the
want
restroom.
nat 20 just because I want to know who the fuck do I get? Oh wait, no, I know. I don't want to roll a nat 20.
Hey guys, me messaging Noah I think it was just earlier today, like, hey, what's the chance that he run into them?
1 out of 20.
1 out of 20.
Yeah, 1 in 20.
I mean, honestly, you know when you're like, oh no, my character's going through trauma. But that was healing. That was good. That was a good yelling match turned into, hey, we both have unresolved resentment and issues that we can't forgive ourselves for. Anyway, hug it out. That was pretty okay. That could have gone worse.
I expect the worst, to be honest.
Yeah, that could have been a lot
That
worse.
could have been a lot worse. My character went through a lot worse.
Yeah. Attempt magic. I want to roll a nat 20, but I don't want to roll a nat 20 so bad. Because, like, I know what it's gonna be. And I just want to kick him in the shins.
Wait, did he go here,
What?
Brooke?
Once is here, yeah, remember?
Yeah.
So I know. I know. And like, I want to kick him in the shins. You know?
Brooke, watch that you and I got each other's nat 20 assignments so that we can't avoid it.
Oh my god. What if we held hands and we have each other's nat 20s? It's hard. Just kidding, unless.
All right, I'm back.
Hi.
How are we feeling?
Well, we were discussing that went a lot better than it could have.
That's true. I just would like to remind everyone, I love you all, players, and I love you all as people.
Yeah.
Not
Thanks
otherwise.
for the D20.
Of course.
No, I mean, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, oh my god, I can't believe you did that.
It's just a game. I love all of your characters. I mean no ill will to any of you, and I cannot see where they go. And that is all.
Thank you.
Of course. Of course. Do.
Da-da-da.
Looking for something actually.
I want to roll an nat 20, but I don't want to roll an nat 20, but I really want to roll an nat 20, but I don't want to roll an nat 20.
I really want to, just because, like, I think I know what my nat 20 character is, but I don't know, and I want to know.
The nat 20 is going to be just something different now, obviously.
Well, no, we each have a nat 20 character assigned to us.
That's not the case.
It should be.
True.
Also, Noah, I want to let you know that going up to this tree, this session, it was like, well, maybe it's not a nat 1. A nat 1 is rolled. It's instead of a bunch of orcs. Okay, maybe it's nat 20. We're approaching the tree. Okay, I guess we won't roll it. It's a nat 20.
Goodness gracious. Any comments, questions, or concerns before we begin, or do we need more time?
No, we fuck it, we ball.
Are we all here?
I think we're all here.
Horvath,
Are
Lowell?
you here?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yeet.
Are we all good?
Yee.
Yeah.
That. Move and roll a d20.
Okay.
Wait, who rolled?
Lowell just rolled.
No, I don't.
That was Horvath.
That was
Horvath
Horvath
MVP.
rolling.
Oh, Horvath rolled.
Yeah, that was
So
Horvath
now it's
MVP.
Brooke rolling Emma move?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm gonna ram us into the fucking tree branch. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Now you guys can see the giant tree
Oh my
now.
god.
It
That
is
was
back to huge. Roll a d4.
okay. That was almost in that 20. I'm sad.
4. Oddly enough, you would see an airship flying
Again?
past the tree. Immediately,
Welders again?
Oh, no.
you would see it is the welders.
Hmm.
As the airship is flying, it looks as though it suddenly changes course and is beginning to fly high in the air, and the balloons are being crushed by something that's not there. And then
Bird's invisible.
it's beginning to move back to the large dead tree.
Yeah, I mean, it's an invisible bird, so more power to the bird.
When the gate.
Get their asses.
There's a big ass nest. So maybe when next we move, we go to the other side of the
Other
nest.
side of the nest. I agree.
I thought there was a
Just
clearing.
I mean, it's around
Well,
the. It's around. Well,
we're next to the tree and there's a big ass nest.
yeah, so we shouldn't be on the side of Bebe. We should be on the not Bebe side.
Yeah. Hopefully to our yes,
Okay.
Okay.
That. Go ahead and move and roll a d20.
We're going this way. Yeah, we're going. Or do you want to go this way? Down?
We're going on the way away from the nest. The
You
well
want
is
me to go
moving.
this way?
The well is moving. 'Cause I
Okay.
am rolling.
Can we move this direction?
You are the driver. Put yourself where you see fit.
It's up to you.
I
Awesome.
just
Away
rolled a.
from nest.
Okay.
You wait. No, yeah.
This way?
Wait. No, Brooke. No, you're right. Brooke just rolled, so Brooke's moving.
No, Brooke
No.
moved for
No, it's
Horvath.
okay. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go.
No, because Brooke just rolled.
Brooke,
I just
yep,
moved.
so
So
we're
I'm
good.
rolling. We're good. We're good.
Okay.
Just straight up.
9.
9. I forgot what 9 was.
The other two, not much better, but
Roll me a d4. Oh, no, wait. Roll me a d20 first. Sorry.
Oh.
yeah. So I still.
Another D20?
Okay. No, you don't roll a d4 now. As you guys are walking through the forest, a low rolling mist would make its way through. Immediately, something is wrong.
It's on Aaliyah. Just the second there's mist, that's on Aaliyah.
Hand on belt.
You hear countless footfalls of animals around you in the mist. And then you hear large footfalls. You would hear feel the shaking of the ground. Occasionally you see eyes in the mist, wolf eyes staring out at you.
Circle up.
You all get close to each other?
It's probably the group, right?
Back to back.
Okay. Through the mist, you see something gargantuan. A wolf head the size of a house would be above you. Its mouth slightly agape, drool dripping. You all could fit in its maw in a single bite as it looks down at you. It would speak. Who enters the forest?
Individual names or group names? You have both.
Individual.
School.
Liam just cringes because you're not supposed to give fake creatures your names.
Yeah, he's gonna be able to tell that I'm not.
Liam.
Arya? Marlon?
Simon.
What business do you have in the forest?
My friends who visited. Make sure they make it back home safe.
Yeah, so that we're
You off with the man with the green mask?
No.
God's no.
But your objectives are the same.
Last I heard, their objectives were to find people.
Oh, kill them.
You head to the Guardian's home. So did he. For the same purpose. To meet those sent out into here. You all are outsiders.
I just love all the Russian operators in the game, and because they have like weird stuff.
However, you have shown respect to the Grove, as evidenced by that staff. And for that, you have my respect. I am Rex, the patriarch of the forest. Know this. You will not interfere with the whims of nature. However, you will also not go against your nature. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Good. If that is all, carry on.
Head would recede back into the mist. The many footfalls of wolves would be here fading, and the mist would retract.
Slowly take hand off Hilton.
Yeah, that was the scariest thing in my entire life, I'm pretty sure.
I almost fainted.
Yeah.
That was a big puppy.
That was a puppy.
Yeah, I'm very glad we saved that fucking sloth. Holy shit.
Oh my god. And offered those offerings.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we want to keep going before they change their minds?
Yep.
Yeah.
Big dog.
I would say you would eventually see the clearing to the wide tree. You would see there are countless people camped around it currently. We'd see all of them looking to be adventurers.
Do we see Dwyeries?
You're ways away, so you gotta get closer.
Do we see a figure that looks like Dwyeries'?
You see a number of dwarves.
Man's said once went that way. I am invisible the second we are in sightline. Absolutely not. We're not doing this. It is a precaution. No.
Yeah.
You
guys would walk up. You'd see immediately the people around you would be on guard. But once they see you are two adventurers, many people would walk up, ask who you are and everything. You see almost all of them have the remains of some kind of green bow tie. Some of them have torn off the tie and made it into a bandana. They've done a number of things to the tie.
She grimaces a little bit and seeing that.
But once you make it clear that you're looking for Dwarius, some people would kind of look at each other and be unsure of what to say.
What's wrong?
You would see a tiefling adventurer, kind of a rogue, would respond, well, Dwarius isn't Dwarius anymore. He's Rook.
Oh,
Oh, so they just have a different name?
Gonna suck for me.
No.
who's Rook?
You're gonna have to see for yourself. We'll take you to him.
Okay.
Okay.
As you guys are walking, slowly approaching, would be once.
I make such good decisions.
Oh.
You'd see he would be in rags, in a mask. He doesn't have his signature leather gloves. He'd go, hi. Sorry for leaving without letting you all know. I wanted to come out here and try and help the people I sent out. You all...
A big giant wolf mentioned that.
Yeah. You met Rex then.
Wait. Oh, okay. Yes.
By all means, I wish you all well. Sorry again for all the trouble.
How's he looking, like physically?
He's a little skinny. He's a little more skinny than you last saw him.
Glad to see you're doing better.
Thank you.
We're here to see Rook?
Yes. It's not my place to take you to him. Let these individuals lead you. Not the leaders here. Liam, roll sleight of hand. At advantage. You are invis.
What the fuck are you stealing?
What are you doing?
Yeah, no, he don't notice.
You.
He don't notice.
What are you sneaking onto their
What did you
person?
do?
See, Lowell gets it. Lowell gets it.
What did you give them?
Food, a potion of healing, and better
No.
clothes so he doesn't get mugged.
Okay.
Guys would walk. I would say all of a sudden you feel as though there is a presence watching you as you walk. Looking up, for those that do, you would see the hole up here is the tree up here is covered in holes from head to toe of a woodpecker, a giant woodpecker that is. You'd also notice out of one of these holes is a bright yellow eye. The eye itself is something like 6 feet in diameter, looking out. Staring at you. You hear a voice. New person! New persons! Who are you? Identify! Identify!
With the group Memento Mori?
Funny name! Ha ha! Ha ha!
Here to see Rook?
At this point, wait a second! Wait a second! They'd flap out. There you would see it. Quite the odd sight. A translucent giant woodpecker. Mostly translucent giant woodpecker. You would still see its skeleton, as well as the tongue wrapped around its skull. As for those of you who don't know, woodpeckers' tongues wrap around their skull. would look at you with a large yellow eye. Come up here! Very suddenly, a mist would begin to lift you all into the air. I assume none of you resisted.
No, it's a big bird.
Yeah.
Very large bird.
Big bird.
The bird is around 40 feet in height, just by sitting on a branch. You'd all be lifted 80 feet into the air, and it would begin to whisper. You want the stone? You want the stone? Yeah? Yeah?
If it's all right with you.
Think. Lot of trouble. Lot of trouble. Lot of trouble, those adventurers. Lot of trouble. He took credit. He took credit. He'd point over at once. He's in debt. He's in debt. Stone. Stone. Tell me this. Tell me this. Is stone more trouble than it's worth? Stone's more trouble than it's worth?
Do
Absolutely.
you? That I'm certain.
All right, roll persuasion. All of you, if you wish.
There are people advantage who have actual charisma.
Noah, did you hear her?
Can we give people advantage who have actual charisma?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a 23 no matter what. I'll use knowledge from a past life on this one.
Both people
27.
from the lower lands who focused on intimidation and deception.
True.
Yeah, but we can't fucking lie because we don't have any fucking charisma.
They would look at you, staring at you with their large yellow eye. Take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
Thank you.
They would say, one last thing, one last thing. Come back anytime. Come back anytime. You're a friend. You're a friend.
Thank you. As are you.
Mists would lower you guys down. Eventually, the adventurers waiting for you would go, yeah, he does that for everyone. Sorry.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, he's not too bad. We thought the grove was hell, but after a few days, you get used to it.
I will go with that.
With that, eventually, you would see Drain, the young half-orc, and very worryingly, you would see a skinwalker casually talking with him. Very short and stout.
That tracks.
That's actually really cute art. Aww. Yeah, no, Leah's immediately going for a fucking sword.
And immediately the adventurer says, wait, he's good, he's a good skinwalker. He only eats skin. Which sounds bad, but he...
Say that sentence again.
No, okay, wait, no.
Hello?
Liram, the second that he does that, Liram's eyes go wide because of what we bullied Dwarius for so much.
It's not just like skin of people, it's skin of apples, skin of animals, skin of whatever.
I know exactly who this is. He's completely fine. Nope. Okay.
Okay, so
That's hysterical. That's so
it's a
funny.
skin of apples, Leah clicks it.
Yeah, Liram's like doubled over laughing.
Oscar would whisper over to Lirim. Is it safe to bring up breakfast?
I don't think it's safe to bring up breakfast.
You guys would all approach. Immediately, Drain would immediately rush to hug Marlin. Oh, it's so good to see you, Marlin. It's good to see you too, Sparks. It's good to see you too. Glad you're alright. Thanks. Immediately, walking up would be Rook. It is good to see you all, though I'm sure some of our faces are more fresh than others, huh? And Dosku, I hope you've been getting better about eating your breakfast, huh?
This is a lot to take in.
I'm sorry to hiding myself for so long. I was living a double life. Not even a double life. I was living a life that was not my own. The Guardian here has helped me go on a little bit of a spiritual journey, so I have much to thank to Lalu.
Glad to see you're doing well.
Yes. And of course, I hate to say this, I can read all of your minds. I do my best not to, but it is like your thoughts. The louder you think, the more I can hear you.
As long as you don't try. As long as no, you're fine.
Yeah.
Good, you're doing well, Rook.
Good to see you as well. And of course, I assume you're here for something.
Yes, but I mean, a lot of us were just happy to
Simon,
see you.
is there something you want to add?
Simon thinks
I'm
real
just
loud.
saying, the more you think, the
Yeah,
louder he hears it.
Simon thinks
Yeah,
so loud.
so the problem is when Rook says he can hear your thoughts, Oscu's first thought is, okay, so don't think about the fact that you're a lich. Wait, shit.
He is like, do not worry, I knew this whole time, Oscar.
Jeez. Leah is actually keeping an eye out for once. Now that Lyra was chatting with Rook.
Yeah.
He's
That's
just
fair.
off tending to people and giving them medicine.
Okay, she's gonna keep eyes on him while they keep talking and make sure that he doesn't fucking see them.
I must say, this stone was very hard to get. The Drain was a wonderful little rogue. They were able to sneak about where I needed them to sneak. I was able to talk us out of the situations we need to talk us out of. It was all a good adventure. All well and fun.
Yeah, all of these stones are a bit of a pain.
Yeah.
Very much so. Are you all right?
That's a relative statement.
I'm just feeling some negative memories and thoughts.
We've been through it.
I see.
We've been through it. We've all been through it.
I mean
Some
not
more
to,
recent than others.
Yes, I mean not to take any more time.
Oh. It's entirely fine.
He'd pull out a gold stone. This belongs to one of you, or all of you, huh?
I'm just gonna look at Liam. Is it okay for you to be carrying so many?
I think so. Nothing bad has happened yet. I'm not attuned to any of them.
Okay.
That's the thing. I don't attune to them.
Yeah, the one I have, I'm not attuned to. So.
Yeah.
I think as long as we're not connected to it, we're okay.
Yeah. Here, I will take it. It's my responsibility. Good week.
Get the stone of altruism.
Okay.
Its effects
Thank you.
are passive.
Oh
you
shit.
need not attune to them.
Fuck.
What's the deal?
Immediate. Well, there's a couple things.
Oh.
Who do you look at first, Liram, while holding the stone?
Because that's who they talk to.
Say again?
They're gonna look at Aaliyah because that's who they always talk to. That's the thing.
Aaliyah,
Go,
who do you wish to please the most in this world?
That's you know my fucking answer.
All right.
Lyra.
You immediately feel as though you can learn more, and you can learn how to make. You can learn how to make Aaliyah happy. If you choose to use the stone.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. If it's to make Aaliyah happy, then she's gonna do it.
So you can do it equal to a number of your proficiency modifier. That make sense?
Yeah, I'm kicking my feet right now.
All right.
I'm
Aaliyah,
my eyes right now.
what is one of the things you desire most in this world? It doesn't have to be something physical. It can be metaphorical. It can be not literal, or it could be anything.
She wants a home. She wants a place to call home.
That is what you get.
Build her a house. Got it. They wouldn't do it again. They just after that first one. I'd say they'd probably also just wrap an arm around her.
Do you look at any other people? Assume you'd look at everyone. It's a passive aspect.
It's a passive aspect. I fucking have to because it's passive.
Oscar,
Shit.
I have to. I can't control it. I must look. Who are you looking at next?
I'm gonna look at Rook. I'm curious.
Rook currently, the person he wishes to please the most in the world is himself.
Aw,
Yeah.
him.
Good for him.
That's healthy.
Wholesome.
That's help. That is mental health right there.
That is
guys.
mental health. You know, Liam looks at Rook, gives him a nod. Like, hell yeah, man. He can read my thoughts. He knows. Hell yeah, man. That's great.
Don't worry, I
That's
used
great
it
for
to
you.
ya. He's safe. It's
That's
good.
great
Oh,
for you.
no.
Oh, thank you.
Who are you looking at next? Who are you looking at next?
Wait, you're
I'm
telling me Rook knows what Liam is getting because he's reading.
That's
Yeah.
cheating.
Yeah, it's
That's
okay.
cheating.
It's okay. To be fair, Rook looked at Liam, and Liam's thoughts were like elevator music and Aaliyah, so it's fine. Oscar, come here.
Oh, no. Noah, you
Mhm.
said
Who's the person that you wish to please most in this world?
fuck, it has to be Marlon.
Okay.
Gay.
Who are you looking at next?
Simon.
Simon, who's the person you wish to please most in this world?
I don't know.
Think about it. Someone's got to show up. It can be more than one person if you really want
It
it
can
to.
also be yourself.
It can also be yourself.
It's a
It can
big
also be-
confused mess.
Oh, okay. Take your time. I would say you would see a number of faces, Liram kind of amalgamating. What are some faces that they'd see, Simon?
At least everyone in the party.
Okay.
I'd say
Okay.
probably various NPCs they've run in throughout. Just people in general, I guess.
Baby.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Nova. It's gonna be Simon. I don't need it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Marlon. It's gonna be Oscar.
Yes.
Aria.
Arya. Yeah.
Arya, the people she wishes to please the most currently are you and Simon.
Good luck with that.
Put
What about
yourself on a
Twink?
hard challenge there.
What about Twink?
You get a figure of a very handsome dwarvish man.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Damn.
Whoa. Whoa. Is he in
Yep,
the
that's a
camp?
twink.
He is in the camp.
Okay.
Oh.
Does the man in the camp see him?
Yes.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh wait, are you saying like that's the man in the
Yeah.
camp wishes?
Yeah.
No, it's someone else.
No.
Wait, is someone that look like they're related to? Maybe like could be like a
No.
family member?
No.
No.
It's someone else.
I really like that Rook is watching this happen too.
Yeah. He just nods sadly at looking at you. Like, yeah, it's rough.
What about one?
The rest of us in character
What's the
have no
entire
idea what's
chain?
happening.
For the
Yeah.
entire chain, is there like a whole like
Is there like yeah.
Do you look at once?
Yeah.
You see Liram, but instead you see yourself with a hole in your chest.
We're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna look
Glad
away.
Leah didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm glad I did not let you pick that one up.
Oh my god.
Oy. So I can't stop it. I'm reading like everyone's desires right now, and I can't really stop it. I didn't attune to it. It just happens.
What do you mean?
I forgot to mention that, yeah. It just
Yeah.
works.
It just works.
It's like the stone of regret.
Regret?
Yes, we heard apparently the stone of regret also was in the grove,
Oh, we do
but
not have
it
it.
was taken by a green-eyed devil.
By lime. Okay.
Yes, we heard about that. Liram,
Yeah.
do you want one of us to carry the stone for you,
Uh,
or
I can hold it.
I don't know if that's the best idea after what I've seen. Also, Oscar and Marlon get a room.
Well, look.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't do it intentionally. Your thoughts are very loud.
This is what I say.
Here. How about I take it? I just put it in my bag.
Wait. Oh, they'd give it to her.
Here.
Okay.
What makes you happy?
She's
She's looking at you and she's holding it.
You'd see they scrunch up their nose at Aaliyah. It's Aaliyah. Like what the person they want to please, it's Aaliyah. But if it's
But
the
what
people they
is-
want to please the most, it's going to be the people they right now want to please the most. It's going to be Simon, Aaliyah, and Nydia.
what is something that would make you happy? Doesn't have to be
We bounce off each other.
exactly.
So
It
we get
doesn't
a little more insight.
doesn't have to be literal. It doesn't have to be. It can be metaphorical. It doesn't have to be an object. It can be an idea. Whatever you wish.
Just to be spoken to casually.
Interesting. Aaliyah's about to spark up a conversation.
Just fucking talked. They just want to be talked to with like
Who does
no
that?
stakes or drama.
Into the bag.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it's quite weird. Oh, that was uncomfortable.
Well, it's good to see you all. Huh? Are you planning to stay? Are you going somewhere? What is planned? Huh?
I mean, we can't stay here necessarily that long because John is here, and John and I don't get along.
Mr. Butcher?
Yes.
Yes, I've read his mind. It is fucked.
Yeah.
It is fun.
Aren't you dead?
Yeah, I was. Came back though.
You do not wish to tell him you're alive?
No, actually, we told him the opposite when it was already fixed.
Why? He looked really weirded out by that. Why?
It honestly made him not pipe bomb an establishment, so.
I guess what is ever for the greater good.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't commit mass murder, so I'd say
Yeah.
it's pretty decent.
Plus. Well, you wish to stay the night, huh? At the very least?
I'll stay invisible. It'll be fine. Or I'll cast disguise self, and I know he'll know if I talk to you. I did that with him. I'll just be invisible. Or I can just ignore him. Fuck it.
It's
Fuck
kind of
this.
easy to see him in a crowd.
I'll just cover myself. Look, I made these weird disguises with fur. I'll just wear it. I'd never wear this normally. It'll be fine.
We'll stay more on the outskirts anyway. We won't go into the middle of the camp.
Okay.
It still feels like a really bad idea.
But
It
that,
does.
you
But I'm
guys-
tired and pissy.
you guys would camp out next to, let's say, yep. And is there any conversations you guys would like to have?
Yeah, what the fuck are we doing next, guys? Just touching bases?
Yeah, what's next?
What's next? We got the stone. What now?
Okay, first, are there any green-eyed birds around?
There are not.
Perfect. Marlon brought up the idea of trying to find out where Lime is hiding.
You think Lime keeps the stones on his person or there?
I'm certain he keeps them there. Remember, if you recall, he didn't take any stones with him into the casino.
Oh, that's right.
Is Rook here?
Rook can be there, yeah.
I want him to be here. I like him.
He's here.
Speak to me like my comfort NPC, funny man. You have the same voice.
So,
Do you know anything of perhaps green-eyed devils whereabouts?
let me see, think a moment. I do not know very much. I know they are all different but the same. I have interacted with a few. Their minds work very similarly. All obsessed with being remembered or living on in some manner. But I would assume to say you are ahead of the game, no? Because you have Stone of Altruism, Life, Love, Rage, Strength. That is it, but that is half. Right?
Yes. We also have the advantage of I mean, you know this. I'm literally related to the person who made them, so.
Yes, yes. Which is very surprising. I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No. I did not read that from your mind when you were
That's
very good
fair.
at
I was
keeping
going
that.
through a lot. I'm very guarded.
We technically have 6 stones because we also have greed.
We have greed, yeah.
Oh, this is right. Yes. Yes. So you lot are pretty well off, right? So you
But
just
unfortunately, at one point we have to meet with Lime. Because we made a deal to save that one's life.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, and I now understand the ooh. Why do you not just betray him at this deal, huh?
Because
Because
it'll be infinitely worse if we do, probably.
It also seems like a very bad idea, yeah.
Yeah.
why do you not just say, "Oh, I'm busy, I can't come right now"?
Because then he'll come to us.
Yeah.
So your hands are tied.
Yes.
A bit.
What happens if all the stones are in one place?
My grandma comes back to life.
So why not just give him the stones?
You don't want to give him what he wants.
We don't want to give him what he
You
wants.
don't want to give him the massively powerful stone filled
Yes.
with fucked
Isn't she on your side now? She is good, yeah?
That is debatable.
She's
I
heavily
am
influenced.
getting flashes of memory of yelling.
She's heavily influenced by whatever stone we have most recently, or the past 2 stones we have most recently picked up. We have picked up greed and rage, but now we have altruism. Right. So now it's altruism and greed, and hopefully those just can't. And we're back to rage. So hopefully altruism and greed will help balance each other out a bit. We also have love and life. Great.
All the rest are bad, no?
Well,
what are the rest?
Selfishness, pride.
Is that not greed?
We have
You have greed already.
It's the same thing.
There is regret.
Selfishness isn't greed.
What stones does he have?
We don't know.
I guess
He must have the rest, no?
Gods, I hope not.
He didn't really want to say how many he had, but
He never said how many. Just that he had multiple, and now no one of them is for sure. How many are left?
There are 10 total. You have 6. There are 4 remaining.
There's 4 of them.
There's a good chance
he probably
has all
has
of
the
them.
rest already.
Yeah.
There's also Stone of Power. Which is like fame almost, not like.
That is a separate issue, though. We don't know. Let's say that we're in a situation where we do find lime and we do find the last 4 stones, and that works out, right? What the fuck is gonna happen when we have all of them in the same room?
Cirrus would form.
Hi, Grandma.
You would
no,
see
she has another one.
she is far more whole than ever before.
See, this is why I'm concerned, because they're not all in the same person right now.
I would also say she's very beautiful. I'd say, it's quite alright. I wish to say this. Simon, I am very sorry.
Simon's already walked away as soon as he said that for me.
Oh, damn. Oh, I see. It seems I was too harsh.
Oh, really?
It is difficult to see things when you are blinded so much by emotion. But at the moment, I feel very giving. Do you think he can forgive me?
I think he needs a lot of time. I think he needs time to process.
Very
On
well.
his own time, yes.
Once the stones are all in one place, the crown will form and seek the nearest host.
And what will happen then?
The host will be destroyed and I will take their place.
Yeah, no, no.
So technically, we could
So
just
no.
have Lime be. We could just have Lime be destroyed.
Absolutely.
Who counts as... Where does the ground appear? And how do we make sure that...
Once the stones are all within 30 feet of one another, they will all begin to float towards each other. And I would say Arya would kind of go after Simon at this point. You'd see... Should continue to explain. Afterwards, you would see... Once they are all within, I would say, a foot of each other, they will begin to lock into place, forming my crown. The metal that made up the crown will be forged by the many, many gems. And then they will float to the nearest host, land atop their head, and turn their body into mine, while also consuming their very being and soul. Make sense?
Okay.
Mhm.
Quick question. Even if you dissipate right now, you can still hear us when the stones are near you?
Absolutely.
Okay. She said Lyram.
Yes, hello.
Can we move? Can we move?
Can we specifically, us two?
All of every.
Away from the stones?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we should leave them alone.
Looks at Rook.
You're going to trust me with some of the most powerful artifacts, and we crushed skulls together once?
Do you feel like you cannot be trusted now that you have a better idea of what's happening here?
No, I will hold on to them.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, you stuck in our minds so much. You really did.
Glad I could have left a lasting impression.
You did.
Listen, you can read our minds. You know what we're capable of. I don't think you'd fuck with us.
Yeah, of course. No, I would not.
Okay. She's gonna take the 2 stones that she has on her person and put them down.
Okay. Lyram, do you take off the life stone?
Do that, you guys.
We've done it before. You can do it again.
They did it once for Aaliyah, and that's Aaliyah. They can't.
And she's asking you again. For just a few moments. If not, you can stay here. But I really think you should be there.
Century is a really long time.
I know. But about a month ago was less.
I mean, they'd go to take it off, but they'd be shaking.
She's gonna hold their hands. She's gonna look at Oscar, and I believe Marlon's still here.
Yeah.
Okay. Did Oscar put his stone down?
Yeah, Oscar would take off the rage stone.
Okay, and Simon's away. Oh, Simon doesn't have. All right. Okay.
Turn to the Lyram.
Rook, the man you met once, would have 6 of the most powerful artifacts in the world.
Marlon, stay here with Rook.
Alright.
Hey, Noah.
Cirrus would be looking somewhat worried. Have I upset
Noah?
you all in some manner? I'm confused.
No, I just really don't feel comfortable when people can hear conversations that I need to have a chat with party members.
Very well, then. What's up, Lyram?
The crown is not just rage, it's any, like, really intense emotion.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely have it right now. Their hands are clasped in their lap, shaking. And it is there.
That you guys would all walk away.
Gently pull Lyra over.
Oscar, Lyra, and Aaliyah, you're all out of earshot.
I really wish Simon was here right now for this, but I'll tell him later. This seems like a choice between two very bad evils. Lyra, she is a wild card. Even if he was defeated and she take his place, I'm not sure if that would be much better for the world right now.
It's also the fact that those 4 stones would now be the most recent, would they?
Which are 4 pretty rough ones, most particularly power, which scares me. We need to start thinking and somehow talking about how we're going to deal with these stones and deal with her. Because that is a conversation I think we've been avoiding. I'm sorry, but I can't trust her.
I don't blame you.
So what are we going to do?
I can speak to her. She trusts me the most. I can try to speak with her about her plans. I did it once when we had fewer stones, but now that she knows agreed, she knows what she wants. So I can ask.
Is there any safe place we can leave the stones? I feel like carrying it with us when we go to Lion's place is walking into a lion's den.
Ordinarily say, with, I thought, sorry, DG, the castle was originally maintained to be quite hearty against magical attacks, considering we were in the magical bubble. But since the gate attack, I'm not sure that it's entirely sound.
Okay, that's a start. I think if we can find a place to keep majority of them safe and a bit separated, that's a good start to where we can start thinking of a way to work with her before she fully flips.
Sure. Yes.
I know it's bothering you. You don't have it on. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
She gestured for Lyra to go.
Yeah, they'd leave.
Yeah.
You'd
She's
go
gonna look at Oscar.
get the stone.
Oscar,
Yes.
we need to be prepared to break one of those.
Are you sure that it will be safe?
No, but
Also,
just, just in case. I'm
there
not
was
going to
just,
now, but
there's just one thing about these stones that kind of worries me about the lime. You said that. What was it? He changed his plans from bringing back the Lich Queen to instead making himself the Lich King. I just
So he might have a plan and knows what happens if they're all together.
yes.
So we'll
I
be giving him exactly what he wants.
I just don't know what exactly that plan is.
We need to be ready to either steal, hide, break anything to separate those stones if we need to. But right now, I don't think it's going to get to that. Liam knows what we're planning, and we'll have to tell Simon.
This is just a it's hard to figure out what we are supposed to do about all this. I'm sorry, what did Lee say?
We should go back.
We should, I think. Arya is already trying to get Simon.
I'm gonna let her get him. He's kind of tired of me after walking with him for a few days. If you want to join, go for it. And she's gonna start walking back to the others.
Also walk back to Ullern as well.
You'd get the stone back on, no problem.
God.
Simon, where are you heading?
I don't know, away.
Would you be walking towards the forest, along the giant tree?
Staying where the people are, but walking away.
Okay. Roll me d20. And or higher, it's Arya. 1 in 9, it's someone else. It's Arya. Arya would catch up to you. A lot faster than I remember.
Sit down and breathe for a second.
Thanks. You'd sit down. Do you not need to breathe?
No, I'm fine. I'm just walking at a brisk pace.
Yes, when you've walked in the forest for months, you get endurance. So,
take a moment to calm yourself down.
Thanks. I think I got some cat hair in my mouth. Some guy had a cat on the way here and he was petting it. Got everywhere.
Oh.
How are you feeling?
I don't know. How do you think I feel?
Shitty. I can't imagine it. Belittled. To an extreme degree. Probably doubting yourself. A lot. When you shouldn't be.
Doubting what?
I don't know. Assume a lot of things. But you shouldn't. You're not a child. I'm going to back that up.
Everything she said was right.
It's not true, Simon. You know that.
I know she was telling me the truth.
She's told you what she thought was the truth.
And it was.
Isn't. I define a child as someone who's not grown or incapable of growth. Simon, the very knowledge that you're being self-conscious about what she said is growth. You've grown so much in such a short amount of time. So many times I remember during when we were in the College of Elements, what extra step of the plan you were going to. I was scared out of my mind when you stood up on that ledge. And of course, I've forgiven you for it. I'd like to think now that I would have known what your plan was. And the reason why I say that is in that moment you did have a plan. You knew exactly what you were doing. And you knew exactly how to play Xander. And I know for a fact, child wouldn't be able to do that.
Do you know what I'm planning now?
Assume, and I hate to say this, assuming you're planning to leave to some extent. I would
think so.
beg for you not to. Would beg for you to stay and prove her wrong. Just like you proved Xander wrong. Just like how you're going to prove Amida wrong. Prove her wrong. Not a child. You haven't been for so long. You're a whole different person. She wasn't there when you took up the name Simon. She wasn't there when you defeated Xander. She was a shadow of herself.
And yet she still manages to hit the nail on the head.
She is someone who knows how to push buttons. You
ever look in the mirror and realize how pathetic you are?
You're not pathetic, Simon. You are not pathetic.
You ever realize how no matter how you try, no matter how much you feel like you've changed, you've just been knocked down to the peg to realize you haven't changed at all?
You have. I remember when you were so, I hate to say this, naive.
I'm still naive.
You are
I'm
not.
Still an idiot. I'm still worthless.
You're not worthless.
Everything I've ever gotten and done has been handed to me on a silver platter.
That's not true, Simon.
Name one thing that hasn't been.
You killed Xander.
It was your plan.
And you were the one that was able to trick him.
You made the plan. Don't act like that wasn't the case. You know that.
Simon, who was it that piloted the mech against Lucky Luke? You stood up and you were brave. That takes strength. Strength isn't formulating a plan.
Like a tin can.
And yet
Liam had to jump in and save me out of there because I was
you
once again a burden.
you risked your life to fight and protect the people behind you. Just because you get picked up along the way.
And people have died because of me.
People have died because of all of us. We've all made our mistakes. And in time, you will accept them. And you'll have to forgive yourself for them. Because if you don't, you'll forever live in pain. Simon, strength isn't a plan. Strength isn't. Strength isn't being strong. It's not power. It's not magic. It's none of those things. Strength is being knocked down to your lowest and standing back up again. And I have seen you do that so many times, and I know you're able to do it again. You have that strength. You've always have.
And I'm sorry to disappoint you right now.
Simon, I've been there too. I've been the lowest of the low. I've been knocked down to no pegs at all. And it was thanks to you all. It was thanks to Liram picking me back up again. And then, from there, it was me who built myself back up. I took time to myself. I went to the plutocracy. I rebuilt my confidence. That takes strength. When you are pushed down to your lowest by someone else or something else and you get right back up again. That's strength. I'm here to help you stand. But for you to run the marathon, it's all on your own, and I know you can do it. I've seen you do it. At times you may stumble, but we're all going to be there for each other to keep going.
He's basically holding back tears at this point. And just sits down and curls up in a ball for a bit.
You try and hug you.
He's not gonna fight it.
No. Take strength to show your emotion. It's okay to cry.
He's just not saying anything at that point. He's just curled up in a ball, tearing up a bit.
She'd just hold you there, patting your, trying to make sure you're okay. Okay, Oscar, were you coming to look for them?
No, Oscar let Arya handle it.
She'd sit there for a few minutes. Simon?
Yeah?
I am strong, but I'm also hungry. Do you want something to eat?
I'm fine. You can go get food, though.
Oh, come on.
I don't know what they're sending back there. I'll just be a distraction. Okay?
Simon. Takes. Sometimes we need help getting up. Stand up. She offer you her hand.
I'll accept the hand. fine. Let's go get you food then.
Sure. No. You'll have to carry me. I'm joking.
What?
Because it takes strength to, like, I don't know. Was that... I hope I was able to help.
Now I'm just confused.
No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to belittle my message. You are strong, Simon. And you've only grown in strength. Some stone doesn't make you stronger, that's for sure. So, screw her.
I'll try to keep it in mind.
See what they have for food.
Okay.
Two of you guys would walk off together, getting some food. Any other conversations you guys would like to have in the night?
Elliot's making sure Liam's okay.
Oh, it's nighttime now?
It is night, yeah.
Oh.
They're gonna be a little janky for a little bit, but that's okay.
Will they accept hug?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other conversations you guys would like to have in the night?
Oscar would probably talk to Marlon.
You see, he's been spending the most of the night chatting with Drain, but...
Wait, no, can we see stars?
Oh, absolutely. You've never seen as many stars in your entire life here.
I have conversation then after Lowell's done.
Okay.
Marlon, do you have a moment?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Are there other people around, Noah?
There are you, but you want to be in a secluded space?
There's no closed
Yeah.
doors.
Easily done.
You already saw what happened when Lena, the widow that we saw a couple days ago.
Yeah, how are you feeling about it?
I just have a question for you about that.
By all means.
After everything that she said, why do you still trust me?
Oscar, if I didn't trust you, then I wouldn't trust myself. People can change. You've changed. I've changed. God's I hope I have anyway. But it's nature of being a person, we change. We make mistakes and we learn from them. I know you've learned from yours, and I know I've learned from mine. All we can ask is to be forgiven, and some things she didn't forgive you on. The rest she did. Anything else I would say? Gotta learn to forgive yourself, and that may take a long time. Trust me, I've been on that road.
I still don't think I can forgive myself for what I did.
I've thought the same thing for decades. Came to Simon. I don't know if you can shake that. Maybe ways to help. I have to learn what those are. Me, it was seeing him. For you, it might be making sure they're remembered. Whatever it is, I'm gonna help you with it, okay?
You know you don't have to.
I want you. You help me with mine, so damn well I'm gonna help you. And also because, well, I love you, of course, so, but more so it's the right thing to do.
Oscar just kind of answers silently. You just hug Marlin.
Hug you
Just
back.
nice long silence.
He'd give you a kiss on the cheek. Or try to.
I thought that we could just get through here and I just...
When's it ever easy? It's always hard to some extent. We get through it. We always do, huh?
And can you promise me one thing?
I'll do my best to.
If we ever run into Lime, can you do your best not to be in that much danger? I don't want to lose you.
Promise. I promise I won't put myself in the line of danger. As much as I can. I do fight with my hands. I'll punch and back out.
I love you.
I love you too. Come on. Get you some good rest, huh?
Okay, comrade.
Also, why did you buy that defibrillator?
Well, it was a suggestion from Leaf if I wanted to get my heart to start beating again.
Why didn't you use it?
I'm assuming I don't know how to use it.
Yeah.
So when we left the plutocracy and then got back to Centurion, I thought I could get help from Leaf, but he also wasn't there, and I still have no idea how to use this thing.
You want me to try and figure it out?
Do you think it is safe for you to figure it out?
Yeah, I'm smart, right?
Are you sure you don't want help from maybe Liren? Maybe...
Nah, trust me, I got this.
I can't believe I have to do this. Do I trust him?
Do you? That's up to you, man.
I rolled an 8 on insight.
That's
I think
confidence
I do.
in himself. Yeah. Right. But that, after a very janky and few shocks, you would feel a pulse again. Hey, would you look at that? I've made your heart skip a beat.
More than
Funny.
once.
Oh, too sweet. All right, you'd see, take it off. Well, now I'm gonna sleep on your chest and listen to your heartbeat, if you don't mind.
If you want.
Thank you. I've been waiting for this.
And yeah, they would just fall asleep.
I see you guys in chat talking about dicking and fucking. Shake my fucking head.
I spat my water out when he was like, I'm just gonna lay on top of you now, listen to your heartbeat.
You wholesome.
Let them just be wholesome together.
No.
Diversity win. Gay Dragonborn's dick works.
True. True. Right. Morning would come.
Wait, but the stars.
Oh, the stars. I'm very sorry.
I have conversation.
Go, 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 go. Who would you like to have a conversation with?
Lyra?
Lyra. I thought so. Go ahead.
Yeah.
She's gonna kind of, well, like, one arm wrapped around Lyra and just, like, look up at the sky and just kind of go, like, huh. I didn't notice the amount of stars that were up there while we were walking through the grove. I was so focused on not dying.
I haven't seen this many before either, to be fair.
Do you know any of them? No, like, there are clusters of them.
There are constellations and figures in the sky, but I only took maybe one class on it. Yeah. They'd point upward. No, are there any relevant constellations?
All fucking sorts. All over.
If you look over there, a lot of these are named after thoughts and feelings and deifications of those thoughts and feelings. Some of them are named after famous people, like Bran or Tara, just like months were. Yes, I don't know if I can name them. A lot of times I just saw them on sheets of paper, parchment.
Why not make some? I have no fucking clue how to see the ones that are already known, but I mean, she kind of points. That one just looks like a weird face.
I can agree with that, absolutely.
Like it's just kind of like doing like she like does like a like kind of twist her mouth, so it's like doing like the kind of look.
They snort. Oh, I can see it, absolutely. They've just tasted something foul, haven't they? That one over there looks like a dog. I'm going to name it Rex, so that we don't die.
I think he'd appreciate that.
I think he'd appreciate it. Rex, if you can hear us, this one's for you. Thank you.
You just hold them closer. That's it.
What you saw really that bad?
What do you mean?
When you held it.
The stone?
Yeah.
No. No.
Okay.
I mean, it's about what I already knew about you. I know the people that you worry about. You wear that on your sleeve. What did it tell you about me?
Thing that I didn't already know. You wear it on your sleeve.
There.
Are you happy?
Right now? Or in general? I think maybe right now, yeah. Happy moment. Overall, I don't know if I truly know what that means yet. Which sounds like a really awful thing to say, but I think we're both having complicated enough lives where we know what it means.
We will find what happy is together eventually. But I will have to say the moments along the way have made it worth it thus far.
That's why I'm sticking around.
And I thank you for it, else I'd go insane. They'd just lean their head on her shoulder and keep looking.
All right. With that, that's where we'll call the evening.
I was about to say, if you call the session right there, I'm going to scream.
Why?
That morning would come. The forest would be lively as ever. You would have 6 stones to your name and a long walk back.
Oh god, we have to walk back.
I mean, I could technically draw a
We
teleportation
have
circle.
teleportation circle
Yeah.
for this.
I could
We
technically
want
just
to
teleport
send.
us back.
Are
We
we
want to
allowed to
help
draw
send
on the
other
ground?
people.
Are we allowed to draw on the ground?
You are, yeah.
Okay.
We can just teleport back.
Are we
I mean,
allowed
that's also
to-
convenient for the adventurers too.
Yeah, we're gonna teleport back with once.
Fuck.
With John.
He doesn't have to know I drew it.
You can't be invisible while you cast
you-
that.
I can be in a corner and I can draw
I will
it.
let you know that
How
You
many people
have
does he know?
disguises.
We show up and we suddenly teleport out.
I will say this: teleportation circle, for it to be a consistent circle, you need to kind of like keep drawing into it for like a month or a year or something stupid. So you can only take it like it's a one-way trip, sort of.
Yeah.
But can it take like multiple people, or is it limited?
It can take multiple people.
Post it. Yeah,
right?
how many people can fit. I'm pretty sure it can take up to 10.
Here. Also, I need to long rest them.
I put diameter.
Any creature that enters the portal instantly appears to infect the station circle or in the nearest it.
So it remains open for like a round of combat, but that's different depending on like. So it's open for a round of combat.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything on like the amount of people.
I'd say you
It just
get
kind of
around.
it's just a time limit.
Yeah, I'd say you'd
Yeah,
get
like everyone has
around.
to just like barrel through.
Go, 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 go!
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Which
too
might
many
cause
people.
Different problems.
Yeah.
How many adventures?
I mean, to be fair, I open it once.
It's around 40.
I open it once. Those people go through. I have how many?
Oh, there you
level?
go.
2
Cast it
levels.
multiple.
I
There
can
you
do it
go.
twice.
Then, well, here's the thing: a lot of the adventurers want to stay because they're looking for other.
Yeah, so like those who want to go back to like base, so to speak, can go back to base.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
cast it twice just so that they have like time.
Perfect.
And can we
With-
let
with-
those
with the
people
big ol'
know without John asking
Without,
questions?
and then we like skulk around, and I wear a big hood, and I'm like, John, don't look at me.
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Is
do
there a
this,
way-
John will eventually find out.
He's gonna find out eventually.
Shouldn't it be better that you tell him that though?
No, it's fine. Nah, he can he can fucking find out. I'm not going up to him.
With that,
fuck him.
Oh god.
Oh no.
See, but I'm the one that
he learned,
gonna get murdered.
but he wouldn't ask any questions.
Okay.
That makes Liam upset. Hold up.
Leah's holding Lyram back. No.
I'm gonna throw hands.
We're not opening that can of worms.
Do I know he knows while I'm drawing it? Do I know he knows? Hold
Knows
up.
what?
Oh my... You said he'd find out, but he wouldn't ask any questions.
Well, he'd know that you guys are drawing circles.
Does he know Liam specifically is?
No.
He can make assumptions.
Oh, okay, rad. Okay, yeah. Then if he knows, okay, you're radical.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
fuck
we
him.
had 2 other spellcasters.
Yeah, you have 2 other spellcasters. Fuck him. Never mind. I thought you said he'd find out that, like, implying that Liam was alive.
No.
In which case, I'd start throwing hands if he said nothing.
No.
But that's okay. That's fine then. Yeah, I'll draw it. Let me consume the spell slot. First group can go through. This takes 10 minutes to draw, right?
And take in mind, I will say, you do expend 50 gold just once though, because the lines are still going to be dire even after the first one.
Good.
Have fun talking while I draw this. I'm doing
Do
arts
we
and
want
crafts.
to help the other adventurers find the other adventurers, or are we kind of on a time crunch right now?
A little bit of a time crunch because we're still hoping that Lime is stuck in the casino.
He has to be out by now. It's been at least like a month.
It's been a month. Yeah, he's definitely out.
Then we're gonna be on a time crunch because he's gonna want to meet with us.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Let's form a plan.
Okay.
What's the plan?
We looking at Liam and Osku. Where's it that we were saying growing again?
You see, originally we were planning on storing the stones, but I realized he absolutely would never take them there.
Okay.
Vitheron, maybe.
We need a safe place to store the stones, just in case Lime tries anything.
So we shouldn't teleport to Centurion. We should teleport maybe to the. And could Arya maybe do a sending to one of those people?
Sure. Yes. Arya, would you prefer leave Vitheron?
I'm fine with whatever. I mean, who do you want me to
I
contact?
also just ones at birds.
No birds.
Can I hand my 2 stones to Osku?
No birds. You may.
Here, Osku, go stare at Marlin with the altruism stone.
Oh.
Wait, what does this thing do?
I don't know. Look at Marlin.
See you standing next to Marlin. What?
Oscar looks.
You see you standing next to Marlin.
Ah.
What?
Oscar who takes the stones, puts them into their pack, not letting Marlin hold on to this one. Nothing. It is fine.
Sorry, it's an X-ray vision stone. He saw through your clothes. Scandalous.
I say.
Oh, you can already
maybe
do that.
Maybe talk to Vitheron. I think he might be the best bet in terms of height, in terms of storing stones.
You'd go ahead and say back. He said to do the teleportation circle for Dacia.
All right.
Take that in mind, I guess. Do you know where that leads?
No, I know the sigil. I don't know where it spits out. I didn't really go on political trips with Mommy and Daddy.
Well, we'll be someplace in Dacia then.
Okay.
Before that, Leo looks at Simon. Simon, if you're here.
Yeah.
Okay. If this Sirius did tell us that if the stones all come together, then they would basically form the crown, and the crown would take over the most available host, which in theory could be Lime, but we're not sure what that would entirely entail. So that's why we want to just kind of store the stones just in case.
But why are you bringing the stones together?
I thought so as well, Sirius would say, forming.
Osku reminded us that that's exactly what Lime is wanting, so we're worried that he might have a separate plan.
Why don't we just destroy the stones?
Well, that's rather an interesting suggestion. Why would you want to do that?
And stop whatever Lime has planned.
It also means I cannot come back to life.
And it stops Lime's plan.
Which is why, right now, she looks at Sirius and like, okay, you two.
You see, she's looking very upset.
Okay, which is why, right now, we want to store them somewhere safe, so that we can make sure that he doesn't do whatever it is he's planning.
I can tell you now, no matter what pitiful magic that worm of a man can craft, it will do nothing to mine.
Will you listen?
I don't want to bury another grandparent. Shut up and listen.
You don't know what he's planning. He probably also doesn't fully know what you're capable of, but there's still the fact that because you don't know, we need to play it safe. You are powerful. We don't want to give him what he wants with that.
Cross your arms. Such indolence. Indolence? That's not how. Yes, thank you.
She rolls her eyes.
Fine. I'm at your whim anyway. I am but rock.
Okay, she'll take the 2 stones back from Oscar and put them back in her bag.
Anyone have spare chalk?
I really hate to say this.
What?
If we were to destroy a stone, I'm not saying we should, I'm not saying we shouldn't, but if we were to destroy a stone, this might be the best place to do it. We're really far away from any civilization. Really far.
Marlon.
We also have a lot of people here, and this is still a living place.
Yeah, true.
Lowlands also wouldn't be a bad place.
True. I'm just putting it out there that we should keep the option in mind. That's all. I'm just saying maybe not such a bad idea, Simon suggested, right?
No,
I mean,
it was probably just another bad idea.
Kind of offense Sirius. A little hot-headed. Sirius would form again. I haven't the smallest idea of what you mean. An observation.
It runs in the family.
true.
It's true.
I got upset and committed a double homicide. Try me.
Yeah, right. You're right.
That was very different circumstances.
Just a friendly reminder, Sirius, how did you make the stones again? And that matters how? Just curiosity, you know, a bit of a history lesson.
Marlon. Please give him a look like, stop. Stop digging your grave.
Oscar just like whispering over to him.
I mean, they're filled with like tens of thousands of souls. Come on.
Maybe we shouldn't anger her anymore.
You said she's rocks, right?
One that can now form a lot more clear.
She simply stare. If the conversation is over, perhaps it's best you all be on your way.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Find a safe place to keep the stone safe until we can figure out a way to make sure that you're safe.
I think I'd be quite happy with that.
Good.
Yeah. Assume you guys, this teleportation circle would be formed?
I mean,
We allowed
what does
other
it?
people to get the reverse, right?
It doesn't. We shouldn't send the random adventures to Dacia. Like,
No,
why
yeah,
would
yeah,
we
yeah.
do that?
You'd first do one for
Yeah.
Centurion, then you do one
We
for
already
Dacia.
said that.
That's what
Yeah.
I had to say. Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
So yeah, Laren would do that first and let everyone go through.
Okay.
Where do Drain and Rook go?
They're going to Centurion. I would say Drain would give Marlon one last hug. I'll make sure I'll tell the others you're all right. Thanks. Be sure to tell them. Well, never mind. You're going to be there. They'll know. See, Rook would go. It is always good to see you all again. I know not your quest. I do. I know everything now. If you need any help, let me know. I'll be happy to accompany you. Your quest seems very, end of the world, this kind of situation. Huh?
You
It's
ever
only
want to
the
contact us, feel free.
third one of those that we've been on.
You know, I think I'll be happy just being, as you recall, a copper level adventurer. Head and head out. Marler would say, you know, I think he had the right idea staying as a copper. Because fuck this shit.
No kidding. Sigil
for Dacia would be formed. assume you'd all step through.
Did he not notice the whole time?
Notice that you're Lyrim? Or
No, just once.
He's just currently tending to people.
Did he not look over? Am I good?
He does look over on occasion, but then he just looked back to his work.
I mean, I'm covered in fur. Fuck it, it's a random ass druid. Anyway, let's go, gamers.
Okay.
If he doesn't want to come, if he has suspicions and doesn't want to come over, that's his own thing.
He thinks you are dead. He has zero suspicion.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. You guys would head on out. Leaving the humid lands of the Grove, you would enter into a much colder climate, around the 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Suddenly you feel slightly overdressed, or underdressed, I should say. Why is there a cone
No, I'm
of
covered
cold
in.
on
I'm
this
chilling.
map?
I'm covered in furs.
Why is there?
why is it what?
There was a cone of cold on your neck.
It's cold.
You would teleport down, and once again you were in a dark, lavish room. Loud enough. I'm sorry, Lowell.
Sorry,
no.
Lowell.
Say again, Morva?
Oh, I said F.
It's a fat F. You guys would arrive in a dark, lavish room. Immediately opening the doors would be Vithron, the wide smile. You'd see he's in fairly plain clothes. You'd see the room behind him, or the hall behind him, is marble and filled with mosaics. In the distance, you can hear the sound of, I would say, some kind of harpsichord. Immediately. Welcome, my friends. Been so long since we've seen each other. Welcome to my home. I wish to immediately say to you, Lyrim, I am very sorry for sending you on a mission that led to your untimely demise. But I'm over the moon to see you well.
We've seen each other since then. It's completely fine. Don't sweat it. That weird hello, but I'll take it.
Simon, happy to see that you haven't destroyed the world.
Thanks.
We really need to work on your greetings.
I would expect you to be in less of a dour mood. All of you. Has something occurred?
In my mind again.
Right.
Remember what happened last time you read my mind?
Yes. Perhaps I've been overjoyous recently. Shall we away? Let us find a room to speak in, yes?
Yeah, that'd probably be best.
You would walk down a completely empty palace walls. The roof has a beautiful mosaic pattern. It is by far filled with art. There's no sign of gold lining or anything, just, I would say, a lot of marble whites, blacks, and the mosaics. That's it. And no pictures. The mosaics are, I would say, a number of things. Trees, hourglasses, oceans, even of the sky. Just everything. Eventually, you would find a private room. One with a table in the center and couches on the side. You guys would all sit down. I'd assume you'd all sit on one couch and he'd just sit on the other.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's quite lonely. I don't bite, you know.
Lyrim will get up and go sit next to him.
Thank you.
I'm hurt.
You can join us.
Simon's not even sitting on the couch. He's just leaning against a wall.
Simon, cool as ever, I see.
Elia, I love you. However, he's going to pout in his own home, and it's going to be insufferable.
Pout? What? Why would I
have
pout?
You have a horrible habit of pouting.
I don't pout.
Yes,
That's
you
rude
do,
of you.
because I pout.
I suppose we all pout a little. But what is it? I'm so happy that you are all well enough. I'm happy to see you are all in one piece.
Oh, big dog.
Big,
Was nice.
Big dog.
There was a big
Really big
dog?
dog.
Right.
There was a lot of shit.
Thus is the nature of the grove.
I'm going to take off the fur. Just
Yes, it's quite not you. You're more of a... For me, you're more of a blue type of person, not a brown.
no.
The browns don't work with you.
Thanks.
Well, for what purpose do you grant me with your presence?
We need somewhere secure, to hold a couple of valuable items.
Of course. Whether it be on my person or in the personal vault, I'll be happy to do with whatever.
Aaliyah pulls out her 2 stones.
Oh. Some of these items? Are you certain?
She looks at Liam.
I trust you.
Very well then. What stones are you giving him?
How many do we want to give him, y'all? I know it's not gonna be all of them.
I'm not giving him life, I'm sorry.
For sure, no, that's fine. For sure, we're gonna give him love and altruism. Probably greed and wrath, too.
Oh, good, we're giving Vithar altruism. Have
Oh, no.
fun.
Do we want to keep altruism?
No, I think it'll be funny.
Okay.
Mm,
Yeah, I figured definitely love, greed, and wrath are the 3 that, like, we would like to tuck away.
you see,
Yeah.
I would say like the rage stone kind of has a good effect, and then I remembered what it does to Sirius, and then no.
Take it all. Well, this is quite the surprise. I'm not sure what some of these do. This bubble is pointing in a strange direction, and there's all of you are having.
Where's it
people-
pointing? Where's it pointing? Where's it pointing?
It is pointing westward currently.
I'm leaving the room and going westward.
Where are you going?
I'm just testing a theory.
Leave!
How did you know that he was here?
One moment.
What direction?
Oscar's holding back laughter.
You'd hear Lee coming from a westward hall, peeking on his head. Liram, it's good to see you.
They rush up and hug him.
Oh, you'd see he'd hug you as well. You'd see he is not currently dressed fully.
It's fine.
Okay, he'd be very
They don't
embarrassed.
care.
Give me a moment. I'm not properly.
What happened to your voice?
I am not properly dressed.
It's okay. It happens a lot to you. It's
Yes.
fine.
Let a moment. I was just getting dressed before I see you all.
It was entirely fine. I was just testing a theory. How are you?
I'm well, and I am partly naked. So if you were to excuse me.
Nothing I haven't seen, but go ahead.
Right. No. No. I see you, Horvath.
Just to remind.
That.
It's been a month, so we're at hurdle 1.
Oh. No, but
Okay.
they might have already, so that's
We
like...
don't know.
We don't know.
So Lyra would walk back and smugly put their hands in their lap.
Was testing a theory.
What?
So which stone is which?
So the greed one shows what you want the most.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Aaliyah
you.
Aaliyah looks at Liram.
You're really
Oh,
going to
shit.
tell him that immediately?
And they clap their hand over their mouth.
Well, it seems you want Aaliyah the most, according to one of these. Or something like that.
Fuck off.
Why do I see another person next to you? I'm seeing doubles of almost all of you. Almost.
We're extremely codependent.
that one shows the person that you want to please the most.
Oh, that's
What?
so sweet.
Oh, yeah, the person that person wants to please the most.
How sweet.
That one's love. Don't use it. It's fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
So I've heard.
And then wrath.
Makes sense. We pocket them all. I will keep them on my person in a very safe location instead of lock boxes. Ones that are immune to certain magics.
That's 4 total, right?
That is 4 total, yes.
So what? I'm trying to remember, guys. What kind of effects when 4 stones are near each other?
So, first is the presence. Second, I believe, is touch. Oh no, first is presence. Second is presence amongst others.
Yes.
Third is touch. Fourth is speaking.
Okay, so he.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
As a
Sirius is
fair
gonna talk to him.
warning- As a fair warning, she's gonna talk to you.
Oh,
It's just grandma, though. It should be fine.
very
She
well
might
then.
not be in the best of moods with the 4 that you have.
What?
Sorry
She
about
has-
that.
So
she has-
it's
Wait 1 second. Let me establish something. Grandma,
she'd form.
I love him. Treat him nicely.
Very well.
The sigh.
And
The sigh of if
and
I
please,
must.
you know the purple one. I love him even more.
I'm well aware.
Okay. You should be fine now.
Right. Well, on that note, pleasure to meet you, Sirius, and pleasure to make your acquaintance. The pleasure's mine, I suppose. I can already tell this will be enjoyable. Well, where are you all off to next?
On a bit of a, I guess, lookout mission, trying to figure out where, Line might be located.
It's a good question.
Have you noticed any birds with green eyes?
Once, I saw one. That was well over
How
2
long
weeks
ago?
ago or something.
Fuck.
Okay,
He's out for sure.
he's out.
We figured, but why is he coming here?
Oh.
I don't know, people we're close to, perhaps? Leverage?
Maybe checking in on things.
So at this point, Leave would come in. I am very sorry to have not greeted you at the door. It's good to see you all. All right. It goes and just
Sorry,
sits
one
down.
moment.
You
Lyra
too.
reaches over and takes the altruism stone from
I
Vithron
know.
and stares
We
at Leave.
were both thinking, like, can I make Leave hold the green stone without making it seem suspicious?
The altruism stone?
Yep.
That's a number of faces.
Oh shit.
All you guys, it's Vithron, it's Nydia, it's a whole bunch of faces.
And how do we get him to carry the green stone?
Give him the green stone.
What?
No,
What are
the
you
problem
doing?
is
You'd see,
Absolutely.
very strangely, the bubble spins.
Oh.
What is this supposed to do?
I'm just
I
gonna
didn't
take
know-
that and put it
I
back on
didn't-
the table.
I didn't know it could do that.
Right. Well, it is good to see you all.
Figure that out.
it is good to see you.
What
Lyra
were
was
we
just-
talking about?
Lyra looks legitimately so confused.
That's why I bet 2 months. I'm just putting that up there.
What were we all talking about?
So these stones, Vith here is going to hold on and secure them.
I see.
I would
And-
very much appreciate it if you looked after them as well.
Yeah.
Of course.
Just wanting to make sure that we're going to go see if we can maybe find an old friend of ours.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, and don't want to walk in with too much in our hand.
I see. Well, here, let me get you some tea and brunch, huh? Sounds good?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. I'll be right back.
Wait, what is he getting?
I'm inciting him. He's being weird.
Go for it.
He's being really
It's
natural
leave.
one. Of course, it's leave. It's
Oh
leave.
my
It's
god.
leave. Of course they would. They're so fucking blinded.
Does Vithron make any?
He's being
He's
weird.
looking kind of strangely at Leaf, but that's it.
He's being really
okay?
fucking weird.
Asking Vithron.
Simon, you god,
Simon,
you absolute god.
as you look at him, there is a flicker of green in his eyes as he turns for the door.
Oh great, I hugged him. Oh great, I fucking hugged him.
Leave. Can you stay here for a second?
If you wish to speak with me, you can speak with me outside.
No, I just want to talk to you here for a moment.
By all means. What is wrong?
Is there something wrong with you right now?
No, but I really must go. You
your
hear
eyes,
footsteps
your eyes look a
outside the
little
door.
green.
Okay. Lock. Lyram's just going to say, lock.
The doors would open, and you'd see Leave would open the doors. And there are 2 Leaves at the moment. I suppose the jig is up, huh?
Which one of you did I hug? Fuck.
You hugged the naked one. You were hugged actually.
Oh,
Leave would go, what the fuck is happening right now? Leave would drop his form, and you would see it as Lime. Surprise! It's myself. Sorry I was, spying. I just couldn't help myself. It's so good to see you all and you're all safe. Wouldn't you like to have that meeting now?
You motherfucker.
What better time than in this very moment, no?
What?
Perhaps I can take you all away to the desired location.
And that would be?
A special place that I have made sure to house to your every need.
He's still holding the stones, right?
No, Lyram took them away.
Oh,
Lyr-
okay.
Lyram has taken them away.
Yeah, Lyram actually smiles at him. Oh, that must have been so hard for you.
Oh, it was so close, victory. In my hands. All of it. Almost all of it in my hands. Oh, Leave is getting ready to cast a spell. Or you can kill me if you'd like. I'll just go and form back somewhere else. Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, so close to victory. Ah, if it wasn't for your so goodwill nature to your sister, Lyram, that I would have had all of them. But no, you have to keep the life stone. It's precious to you. I must say. A good eye for you, Simon. You spotted right through me. I was impressed.
Can we shut up and get to the point already?
All right, then. Fine. I would like to make good with our contract. If you refuse, our friendship is null and void, and I will do everything in my power to harm you.
We were hoping for a bit more of a heads up and invitation.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. As soon as I knew you were back and safe from that horrible, nasty forest, I couldn't help but spring at the opportunity to see you all.
Did you get here and how did you know?
Oh, I've been keeping an eye on you for some time. It's been quite difficult, though. Forest, it's a nightmare. But, more so than anything else, I've been keeping an eye on these 2. And when I saw that one, he points at Biffy, was so excited and talked to Leave. Oh, they're coming! Did you know that they were coming? I can't wait to see them. I knew exactly who they were speaking of. Biffy would say, how long have you been here? Oh, I've been here for quite some time. I accidentally began to, how I would say this. Remember how Leave was so flirtatious with you?
No, you did not do that.
Vithron would go, I'm going to kill you. You can try.
Yeah, you have to get in line for that one, Beth.
Oh, it's all so well and good. All so well and fun. Ah. Damn it all. And to think, I thought that stone, the stone of greed, would show me what I want, but it just pointed at everything. Perhaps that explains a little bit, doesn't it?
Oh no. Lyram's hands start shaking.
To want it all. What a strange thing it is to want it all. Anyway, I'm rambling like a
You
madman.
mentioned Dee Dee.
I did, yes. It was
Did
quite
you
nice seeing your sister. She's quite open with
Leah's
Lee.
gonna put a hand on Liram's shoulder.
They're. Oh
Yep.
no.
Yep.
Crown, eyes glowing
Holding
in a
them down.
second.
Both hands on both shoulders.
Is Leah holding them because they're
Yes,
lunging?
she is
Okay,
holding.
they're lunging.
She is holding.
You need not worry. I didn't lay a finger upon your sister. I was quite kind to them the entire form of the way. Need not worry at all. She was oh so sweet.
No.
Okay. Oh my god.
They're a baby.
Also,
Who did you? How did
Oscar,
did you do that?
did you meet your old friend? Did you? I didn't know if you did. I still don't. Did you?
And why do you want to know the answer to that?
I'm curious. Was it an actual good reunion? Were you able to mend the relationship?
All we did was walk through the grove. What makes you think we ran into each other?
Roll deception.
Ooh. Get him. Don't give him
You
that
have a
satisfaction.
D4.
Don't give him that satisfaction.
You do have a D4.
I could roll
You
higher.
You have a
D4.
D4. You have a D4.
Oh.
Fucker.
What the fuck?
Oh, I could read it on your face, the sorrow in her eyes and your own. Oh, it's so sweet.
Listen, man,
So
I can only hold back
delicious.
one person at a time.
Ah, how great it is to see you all again. My friends. My friends. Oh. Oh, it's so nice. All right, shall we away? Yes?
Like a person possessed, Liram's still like.
Yep.
No irises, completely still lunging mindlessly. It's bad. He shouldn't have fucking said that.
Oscar would whisper to Liram. Can you give me the rage stone?
No.
Just in case I do want to punch him.
What a shame it is that I can't bring the stones with me. What a shame it is indeed. If only I was here a little bit sooner, then I'd be able to have them. But no. You all had to play it safe. You all had to be careful that I didn't have any. Damn you all. Well, are you ready? Yes or no?
Liram will look at Leave and Vitheron. Don't blame yourselves for whatever happens.
Leave would go, you don't have to go. You don't have to go with this man. We can just kill him and we can all work together and come after him.
We can't go. We can go.
Keep them safe.
Please.
Lee would look at Oscar on your call.
Oscar would look over to Lime. You know, you still haven't really answered where you were going to take us.
A special location that I've crafted.
Oscar would attempt an insight, trying to gauge exactly what he wants this location for.
He would not hide his intent. Wherever he is going to take you will meet the requirements of your arrangement. He will not steal from you. He will bring you no harm. And he will do so all with the intention not to hurt you at all.
Okay.
Does everyone else think?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Simon?
I don't care. We'll go.
All right. Let us depart. See? With a clap of his hands, you would all be teleported.
Don't you
And
dare
that's
do
where
it.
we're calling the session.
No.
That's where we're calling the session.
Can we continue anyway?
Nope. That's it.
No, it doesn't have the next part prepared.